shouldn't talk.
Down the rabbit hole with idiots.
I'm trying to fix my mic. I only have sound in one ear.
You're not even in my ears.
I'm not in here.
No. I heard Tom.
That's because I did the whole intro with my mic muted.
So
we just went straight into it. Hold on. Warning, the views expressed on this show are not those of Disneyland or any of its affiliated companies. This is a talk show that does not represent any single other organization or club. These are idiots talking about stupid shit. If you're under the age of 18, tune the hell out. Okay, so now my mic's on and I'm back.
Oh, good. So my audio that when I have my phone up, that doesn't even matter now.
No, because yours was working,
your mic was good.
not
Mine
Jake's.
wasn't.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So there was just your background music playing where the intro were supposed to be.
What are you doing over there, Stevie Wonder?
Is this one of those days where we just wear our glasses on the... Tom, hand me my glasses.
Am I supposed to have my glasses?
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Is that what we were supposed to
Yeah,
do?
this is what we're doing. We've reached that
Well,
level
I
where
need
now we wear our
some.
sunglasses when we're doing the show,
Well, I didn't
apparently.
I have some in my car. They're mini Mickey Mouse ones.
There's
These are my
there's
allegedly
another pair
glasses.
Right there. Can I have
Allegedly.
A pair of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, am I now enough undercover that I can use a different alias name or something like that, Tom? Is this what we're going to do? We're going to wear sunglasses
You know,
and
you
be
need
super
to give
cool?
us like heads up on this kind of shit.
This
Stevie
was
Wonder.
on the fly.
He's black. He's always a step ahead in fashion.
He's Stevie Wonder.
I know. I didn't get the memo. I feel like the Terminator.
It was an on the fly decision. I just thought it was the right thing
I
to do.
can't wear these sunglasses. You know why? Because it's so damn hot in here because we have a bee infestation right now. We can't open the doors.
It's because we're making honey and shit.
Making honey and shit.
That's right. It's how we roll.
I'm pretty sure you can get taxed on that. So anyways, what's been going on? How come we weren't here the last couple weeks, Tom? What was happening?
I don't know.
I can't take Tom serious with these fucking glasses
It's
on.
fucking shiny cop glasses.
He looks like the white contractor that comes rolling into Home Depot and picks up a couple of Hispanics on the corner.
That's right. Goddammit.
That's what he looks like. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So anyways,
I'm ready.
where have we been for 2 weeks, Tom? What have we been doing?
I don't know. Where'd you go? Didn't you go to like Nashville or some shit
Yeah, I went to Nashville
for work? How was that?
for work. It was a lot of work. Whole lot of work.
Did you get to see Nashville at all?
Not really. I spent one night drunkenly stumbling down Broadway, and that was about it. But I didn't get to hang out too much and just enjoy the sights and sounds. I mean, I was working right downtown Nashville, and I mean, you get off the plane in Nashville, and the first thing you notice, you step out of the plane, you go through the terminal, and the doors open to the parking structure, the street and stuff, and the humidity just comes up and slaps you in the face like
Soon as you step out
Satan
the
started teabagging you in the face right when you get out of the terminal.
It's one hell of an analogy there, but
Well, I mean, that's as close as I want to be, but that's what it felt like. It was horrible. The humidity was horrible, and then went right to work, and yeah, that was about it. I did get to visit Broadway Street. Broadway is like the main strip.
Did you eat hot chicken?
I did eat some hot chicken.
What is hot chicken?
Hot chicken is it's like a breaded chicken, but with a lot of spices in it.
that means it's not for you.
Not for me.
Nope.
As soon as he said breaded,
Yep.
it
I'm
was
out.
automatic.
Yeah, you know, like a spicy chicken sandwich that you love?
Nope.
It's like that.
Disgusting.
Did you get it? Did they serve it to you in a bag?
No, it came in like a normal. I used Uber Eats for the first time when I got there, and it's because I got off the plane and I went back to the room, and it wasn't a hotel where they put me up. They put us up in a Airbnb that was one block from a college. It was called Fitz University or something like that, which is a predominantly black college. So there was a lot of students hanging out there, and
kind
and
of
me.
students?
It's usually who hangs out at colleges.
What kind
Yeah.
of students?
Students. College students.
African American students,
Oh.
and me. and I tried to make friends. I tried to make friends a lot, and
Did you?
not really. I would talk to them, and I don't know how to comment on this without sounding like a racist fucking asshole. Because there was one white girl that was hanging out with all the black students. And so I saw the white girl and I thought, oh, there's somebody that I can ask. Because I just landed, I'm here, and I wanted to know if there was a store somewhere nearby that I could go, or somewhere just to get water and some of the
See,
the
I would
basic stuff.
automatically think slut.
Yeah, I'm
One white chick hanging out with a bunch of black dudes.
yeah. And so I asked her specifically, there's 4 guys there and her. No, I asked the crowd that was sitting on the stoop with malt liquor. And I asked them, I said,
Malt liquor.
well, I mean,
Toss
come on.
that
Were
in
they
there real quick.
drinking
Is that it?
the
King
MD,
Cobra?
the
Or OE?
They got something else in Nashville. I'm not sure what it is. So I asked them, I said, is there a grocery store or a bar or anything around here? And so the white girl, the loud, obnoxious white girl that had been twerking for the last 20 minutes, she just started saying, I don't even know what she said. She sounded like the Catch Me Outside girl. And she was like, oh, yo, come on, jump for you got to, they know where you go here. And I was like,
what did you just say?
I don't even know.
that's exactly what I heard.
Next time, bring a translator.
That's exactly what I heard. And
Hey,
I
Steph.
said,
You need to go next time.
thank you for your time, fair lady. And I just walked away and assumed that there's nothing around here.
I'm pretty sure Mississippi Missy just told me I should go with you next time so I could translate the conversation
No, he's
between
too California, man.
the black people
Yeah,
and the
but
white
he's
people.
from Jersey.
I fit in everywhere.
I don't think it would be possible to translate some of that stuff. Seriously, she sounded like the Catch Me Outside girl, and but I did go out to Broadway, Tom, and Broadway is just this street that's about 6 blocks long, and it's just lined up with bars. Some of these bars are like 3 stories tall, and well, you were there just recently, right?
Yeah, last summer.
Yeah, and it's just a super rad place that has all kinds of music just going 24/7, like all day long, all night long, just all the time. Music.
If they serve alcohol, they have to have a stage.
Do they have to have bands performing? Because I swear every bar had a band performing.
Well, I know they have to have a stage, but they don't do pay to play. Those guys all do it. So they just put the boots out and they work on tips.
No, they do get
what's she
paid.
saying?
They do get paid.
Oh, they do? I thought some of them said that they didn't pay to
Yeah,
pay.
because I talked to a couple of musicians, because I also, while I was there was this Nashville artist, Julie, what's the girl from Pretty Woman? Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
All right, so there's this country artist named Julie Roberts that I had to do sound for, and she's a couple million selling whatever artist. I'd never heard of her before. But, she was saying most of the guys in her band were guys that played on Broadway, and they get paid. That's what they do for a living.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm so interested in whatever the storyline is over there.
She wants a movie.
she wants a movie. She's not interested in us doing a show at all.
No.
And that's
She is
JoJo.
the show. Are you kidding me?
Missy's niece, my niece, JoJo, is still staying with us, and apparently we need to stop the show to give her a movie.
Here.
Make sure she watches that real close to a microphone, because everybody wants to hear Frozen. What'd you give her, Miss, to
I
watch?
just gave her YouTube. She can figure it out.
See, you could be a mom yourself. You just know to just give a kid a phone
Give her
and
the
just
phone
say,
and let her
"Go watch
figure it
TV."
out.
She knows how to use YouTube.
That is awesome.
I bet she does. I bet she does. Remember, that's how Whitney, Wisconsin, got turned on to what she's into, was through YouTube,
Yeah,
Or something.
she has my dear friend next to her watching.
to
Put her
monitor
on Netflix.
what she's
You got
watching.
Netflix on your phone? Put her
No,
on
I
Netflix.
don't have Netflix on my phone. I should have it on there. I have
This
the
is
app. I'm not logged
2018.
into it.
What the hell?
I have it. I'm just
2018.
not logged in.
What is
I don't know the
going on here?
passwords.
You don't know the password to Netflix?
No.
That's because she's not paying for the
I
Netflix.
gave it to you.
I can't give you mine either because I don't know it either. I have to change it again because I forgot what it is.
How do you forget your Netflix pass?
Because I had to change it before.
Because it's already
it got
programmed
hacked.
on our Apple TV, so I never have to go in there.
And every time we run into an issue where I have to change it or something, I send her the password and stuff, but she never keeps it.
No, of course not.
And mine got hacked, and so I had to change the password.
Yours
And
got hacked?
Yeah. Like,
What were
you know,
they
you-
watching?
I don't know.
I'm
You
curious.
get the email. It's like, oh, somebody from Russia tried to log into your Netflix account.
To watch, like, The Office UK or what?
Who the hell knows?
I'd let him
Very
watch it.
interesting. Yeah.
So then I had to change the password, and then I changed it, and now I don't know what it is.
I would let him watch it. I would give him his own login, and then I would log in under his name, and I would watch the weirdest shit that Netflix offers, so that his history is completely horrible. They would make horrible suggestions. What is she doing?
Are you good, JoJo? JoJo, what do you want to watch?
It's because it was thumb recognition, so she couldn't get.
Oh, her thumb.
Why don't you just add her thumb to your phone?
I need to.
She's got it all set up now. She's watching babies.
Babies.
How babies come, where babies come from.
I guess so.
She doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Let's hope not. That's
No, it was like a Teletubbies type thing, like a little baby thing.
Teletubbies.
Something like that.
Yeah, because that's where you're supposed to learn about
Where babies come from.
They didn't speak English or anything, right? It was just some
It
weird.
was like blubberish or some weird language.
Did they have a translator?
Nope,
How the fuck did the kids know what they were saying?
because they're kids.
Okay, that's
They
one
just-
hell of an
They
imagination.
just make shit
Hey,
up.
they do have.
I can't
she-
just understand Japanese
Since she was
because
like
I'm
2, she's had friends.
See, Sarah said that her Netflix account was hacked last month too, so it must be a
By
thing.
Russians?
Apparently,
Putin's on the move, huh?
Them Russians are on it,
He
man.
started with Netflix.
I need to find a Hulu.
He knows how to
I
get
need
straight
to
to
hack
our
somebody's
hearts.
Hulu account. I need to get in on Hulu.
Get in on the Hulu.
Yeah,
I don't really like Hulu.
you don't.
I
like
had it
Hulu?
one time.
I had it just for the trial period.
I just
So
don't.
did
Want,
I.
I don't
Maybe
want to pay
that's why I
for it.
didn't
Was
like
it
it.
not good?
Nah, just because I guess because I prefer Netflix.
I have Amazon too. If you have Amazon Prime,
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
that, but we never use it. We should.
all you got to do is download. If you have a smart TV, just download the app onto your TV. And you
Well,
can
we
use
have
Amazon.
the Apple TV, so we can put it
Yeah.
through that.
There
I
you
only
go.
watch Vikings on that.
on
Amazon Prime.
Amazon
They
Prime.
got some good stuff in there.
That's an awesome fucking show.
There was a show that we watched. It was like The Marvelous Miss Maisel. It
Oh, that
a-
was a good
It's
show.
a really good show.
But we watched it and it was only like, what?
No, but we didn't watch the second season. It came out. We didn't watch it.
There's
We
a
didn't-
second season? I think we might be wrong. If anybody's watching, if
My
they know if
sister
there's
was
a
watching it. She
the second season, because that is
She
a good
was
show.
one, uh-huh.
It's all about this girl, Tom, and it's in the 50s, and she's a housewife, and housewives are fetch me a cocktail, and make sure where's my dinner, you know what I mean, and so she's got this husband that is trying. He works at an office, but he's trying to be a stand-up comedian, and he's freaking horrible.
He's not funny.
He's not funny at all. And so she helps him write jokes and stuff like that. And anyways, one thing leads to another. I don't want to give it away for those people that watch it, but basically she starts doing stand up, and she just kills it. And she just does stand up, just like ranting about her husband and everything going on in the 50s. And it's an interesting show. I really liked it. I don't like much.
yeah,
I like
those are
glasses.
those are.
You look
better.
like you play bass for Sly and the Family Stones.
There's more than one stone.
The Stones.
Stones. The Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these suit me pretty well.
I
Actually,
think so too.
So last Sunday, before we left out to before I left out to Nashville, we did our fundraiser at the
At Lake
Alice.
Great time
And Tom, what was that fundraiser for?
to raise money for the lawsuit.
The lawsuit, which most people probably know what's going on with the lawsuit. And how did we do, Tom?
We did really well.
Steph, do you remember the numbers of what we did in that little afternoon of fundraising for the lawsuit?
yeah, we made it was like 25 something or other. So I just evened it up. So $2,600 we made.
$2,600, which isn't bad
$2,600.
for one day of getting together. We
it
had a
was a
bunch
good
of
time.
raffles, a bunch of giveaways. We had I don't know, cast member pins, limited edition cast member pins. We had Club 33 pins. We have, what else do we have? What was some of the big items? We had
Artwork.
TV.
TV, a lot of artwork. There was a Thomas Kincaid 8x10 Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast painting. Yeah.
Shout out to Angel for that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Angel donated that. That shit had to be expensive, man.
Yeah. So we did that, and that was a really good turnout, a really good time, and we did a fundraiser.
We did a 50-50 raffle.
Yeah. How much do you guys remember how much money went into that 50-50?
Sharif, we had Sharif won $700 and some odd dollars out of that.
No,
So
he
the
won like
totals-
300 or
No,
something.
Was it?
400 and something.
I thought it was like 700. It was a lot.
I
Shit,
think
there was $1,400 in the 50-50 rifle.
I
What
think
was
it
it?
was like
Hold on, let me unmute your mic, Jack. Hang
It was a
on.
lot.
Jack's making a guest appearance. Go ahead, Jack.
It was 800.
Your microphone. How about you turn it on first, buddy?
It is on.
The green light's on? No, it's not.
he just saw
Get your
the
little
green.
sausage fingers in there and turn it on. Okay, now you can talk, Jack. What do you have to say?
It's like 800 something.
Okay,
So he
won
made like
400
four
Did you
and
put
something
your
bucks.
camera on? Did you put the camera on you for that one little comment?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I'm just interrupting.
There was like $1,400 in the 50-50.
No, it was 800.
800. Yeah, because I thought he walked out with
something.
like 450 and he donated 100 back in.
Saw him off a few hundred. It was a lot of whiskey involved that night. So
Yeah, that was.
yeah. Apparently, there's a photo floating around with me fake licking a fake boob. That was pretty
Tom
cool.
too. I
And
saw
Oh,
it.
there's
yeah.
one floating
Tom
around of me
too.
touching the boob. Fake
You
boob.
two were
because-
licking fake tits.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just touched.
Pretended to.
I just touched, but I
Because
pretended to touch.
what they're talking about is along with the raffles and the giveaways and the auctions and everything that we had going on, we had a lip sync battle. Jack, do you have any footage of that lip sync battle on your computer or no?
I do have the footage.
Can you just like fast forward and just play a little bit and show it up on the screen? Maybe, maybe not. But I'll tell you what.
Yes,
we had,
I can.
We had a lip sync battle.
How
and
does,
let me
how
get
does
the-
Jack have like the cool mic stand? And
But you can't play it where I can hear it. That's the problem. So I can't adjust
That
the
is
volume.
very much the problem.
Okay, let's
actually,
not do
you can play it if
Come on,
it
get it
won't matter
together.
if you play it because it's lip syncing.
Yeah, but you see the performance. There was a show.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
You can play it at the same
visual.
time technically, but
We can't pull
Yeah,
up like a
I'm
little
not gonna
window in the
DJ.
corner.
I'm not going to DJ and pick the songs that you guys dance to and play that while we play the video. But anyways, so because your audio would go through. Never mind. I'm not getting into this conversation.
I'm
right
thinking
now.
just like play like a little corner of it with no audio. You can't do that.
Yeah, do that. But can you turn the audio off so we can still talk over it?
yeah, sure, I can do that. That's easy.
$5 says you can't do it.
And we
I
have
just go ahead.
I'll take that bet.
I'll raise you 5.
I guarantee that audio is going to come through no matter what he says.
At one point throughout the video, it will.
That audio is going to pop. I just know what it is. I mean, we're setting him up for failure right
Hilarious.
now.
That-
You
but
can
it-
actually see the beads of sweat dropping down his forehead as he makes sure that every little button is clicked to make sure the audio doesn't come through.
Is that sweat?
You know, he
or-
might
or
get it right this time because we're
grease?
actually talking about him and the audio. But anyways, to put it short, we had a lip sync battle, which was Jack, Lily, Shanna, and who else?
Raymundo,
Raymundo,
Sparrow,
Steph Sparrow,
and Robin.
Robin did it too.
Yeah, she
Where
sure
were
did.
you?
Robin, and then the bartender
Oh,
Kevin.
Kevin.
His was funny as fuck.
So we're sitting there, and so all these guys. Jack gets up there and starts doing "I'm Fat" Michael Jackson, or Weird Al Yankovic cover of Michael Jackson "Bad."
Jack was
But
my
you
hero
know
that
I'm
night, by the
fat,
way.
I'm fat, Shimon, I'm really fat.
You were my hero that night, buddy. That was a good show.
We get done with it, right? And Jack walks his way back up the stairs, and I go up there to check on him, and he says, "Okay, I'm done. I can't do any more. I'm done." He was up there breathing like Darth Vader again, and so I brought him back down, and then the crowd picked Jack, Lily, of course, because Lily was being the diva, and a couple more. Kevin, yeah, and Kevin the bartender, he wanted to get in on the lip syncing, and I told Kevin, I said, "Okay, what do you want to what do you want to sing?" And remember, now, Tom, what time was it when we were doing that lip syncing battle?
I don't remember.
But it
It's
wasn't.
probably like 8 o'clock, right? 7 o'clock.
It was like 7,
It was
8
like
o'clock.
6:45, 7. It wasn't 8.
Once
Yeah,
again, there was
yeah.
a lot of whiskey involved.
It was
so
about
I don't
8
really
o'clock,
There was
right?
a lot of drinking, so
Yeah.
I don't really
Okay,
know.
but we were there since like 3:30, guys.
There was a disclaimer made before you got on
Okay.
the stage.
Well, here's the deal. The deal is that the place that we were at, Lake Alice, which is actually a bar and grill, is open to children and their families up until 9 p.m. Now,
Shit, I know
it
where
was
this is
about
going.
8:15 when Kevin, the bartender, comes to me and says, I ask him, well, what song do you want to do? And he's like, I want to do Tenacious D, Fuck Her Gently. And I looked at him, and I looked at the crowd, and I saw kids sitting at tables with their families watching whatever sporting event they were watching on the TVs. And I looked at him, I said, you work here, and there's kids out there. Do you think that's a good idea? And he was thinking about it for a second. I said, never mind. It's a fucking great idea. Went up to Reagan, the DJ, and put on that song. And he gets up there and starts acting out, humping the stage to Tenacious D,
Wow.
Fuck Her Gently.
He reenacted it fabulously.
Yeah, it was something
I'm a
else.
little sad
What's
I
up,
missed
Brandon? Grab Jack's mic.
Where were you?
I was out back medicating.
Oh, hey, how's your ailments doing? Were you
Smoking
plenty of medicated?
Shitload of pot, yeah.
What was that, Brandon? What did you say?
I was going to say, to be fair, whenever Lily was doing her second set and people were throwing dollar bills on the stage, the family that you were talking about that was sitting behind me sent their 4-year-old or so up to go throw a couple dollar bills on the stage for Lily. So didn't seem to have a problem with that.
You know, that's Tom. Would you ever send your adolescent 11-year-old son to go throw dollar bills at a? What is the Roxy? What's the politically correct term? at a drag queen?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Good,
yeah.
It's good parenting.
America.
Builds character.
America. So, anyways, one thing led to another. Who ended up winning the lip sync battle, Tom?
I think Lily did, right?
Lily did.
Lily did. Yeah. Lily killed it by by audience applause. Lily killed it, and then next thing I know, Lily, aka Lawrence, and then Lily when he's in drag. Lily he goes all out when she goes all out. When she's drag, and so I don't know what I walked into, but I walked up there, and the next thing I know is her top is down, with her chest, boobs, things.
Breastplate.
Or breastplate.
Is that what it's called? They were foam titties.
She's on the screen.
Not that picture, is it?
No.
Okay.
Why not?
And
Perfect picture.
And who was suckling on that breastplate?
I
Steph.
believe it would be Steph and Angel.
Steph and Angel.
In my defense, there was no actual tongue contact.
Oh, when I walked up there and saw him out, I grabbed him. I'm like, well, hell,
You couldn't help it, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. Lily's a hot chick and boobs are out and I can grab them and without, Missy getting mad for once.
They were cool. They were like
Hey.
if they were like Fraggle Rock tits. They're
Fraggle
like
Rock?
Muppet tits because they're like foam, So they're like if Muppets had tits, that's what it would feel like.
It was like a tit suit.
Tit
Yeah,
suit.
There were nipples and everything.
Yeah. So anyways,
We can see everything Jack's doing.
why? What has he got? He's got his computer
scrolling.
screen up?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope
scrolling
we
through
see
the
Jack's
computer.
porn folder.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. There it is, right there.
Saw it.
Oh yeah, it's up on the screen. I'm sure I'm watching like a 2-minute delay, but there's Lily and everything. Yeah, we had a good time though, and it was great to see the social club community, the whole community, the loving social club community that's all inclusive of everyone.
Angel says he licked
Come
them
out.
for science.
Come out and just come together as a family and raise some money for this issue that we're facing. I just love the social club family. That's very inclusive.
Yep.
Not segregated.
No.
Nope,
Not singling people out just based on the patch they wear.
not at all.
Same love, different patch.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what it's all about.
No,
Tom.
different patch, same love.
Same thing.
Something like that.
Because when it all comes down to it, Tom, we're just one big happy family
Yeah.
of idiots walking around in denim vests with
Because
different
families
patches.
fight.
Yeah.
Like family
Yeah.
members fight,
They do.
but they also love each
I'm
other.
just saying.
And sometimes families
They do. They fight.
disassociate.
You know, one
themselves
thing I
with
always
other
liked
family
about the White Rabbits, Tom, one thing I loved about the White Rabbits is we were inclusive
What
of
you
everybody.
loved about them?
Yeah, we were
You don't
inclusive
love
of
them
everybody.
anymore?
No. One thing I do love about the rabbits is we're very inclusive.
We are.
Like, everybody gets a shot to be a rabbit.
Even your orphans.
Yeah, everybody gets a shot. Doesn't matter if you're mentally slow or a little stupid or anything. Everybody gets a shot.
That's how Brandon got here.
That's exactly trans black. We met a quota. Yeah, so it's all good. It's all fun.
We still need a midget, though.
We've
really
been looking
do.
for that elusive midget for so long.
We still need a midget.
We still
We
need
do.
we still need a midget in our club. That
Do
is
we? Really? Still,
Yeah.
We still need a midget?
Yes.
yeah.
Really?
Are you
I
sure?
do not count. Shut up.
No?
What height is the height cut off for a midget?
What height are you? How tall are you?
God damn it. I'm 1 inch over it, okay?
Yeah, she's 4'11", right?
Yes.
You got to be 4'10".
4'10".
4'10" to be
Is that
able
But
what
I
it is?
saw
14?
somebody on YouTube calling you an old cow.
A toxic
a
old
toxic
cat.
old cow.
Old cow.
I saw that.
So I'm
Made
thinking
me
once that
laugh.
scoliosis kicks in and you shrink down an inch,
Then I'll be a
voila,
midget.
our midget.
And then I'll collect a paycheck.
You're gonna get midget disability.
Fuck yes. If I'm 4'10", I'm going to collect.
But I've watched that midget show, Tom, on what is it, Lifetime or something, or Bravo or something like that.
Little people.
Little people.
Yeah, and apparently there's
Little people, big things.
That's it.
No, where he's talking about like not the family one, like all the singled ones.
Oh.
They have like a version of like Desperate Housewives, but they're all single girls.
But they're
and it's
midgets.
great because there's like two types of midgets. Okay.
He had to look it up.
No, yeah, because there's a scientific name. I don't know what it is, but there's the mongoloid looking midgets.
John
with
Ritter
like
said
a
the
Little person.
The sausage
little
fingers.
person with hands like Jack's, like midget, like
Can you show
Jack
us
has
your
midget
hands?
hands.
No.
Jack
Please show us
has
your
can we see?
hands.
Yeah,
Jack
can we-
has full size midget
Come
hands.
on,
Can
show
we-
us your hands.
Oh my God, he does have.
Because
Why
You
is
wanna
this
see-
about me again?
He does.
No,
have,
I
it's
just wanna
always
use
about you, Jack.
I just want to use your hands as an example to show what a midget hand looks like if a midget hand was full size.
he does have stumpy little sausage fingers, doesn't he?
I feel like
Why do we still see your screen?
Well, because I haven't turned.
Okay,
Why are you showing them yours is much bigger? It's not the size that matters.
They only say that to people who are
Small.
indeficient, lacking.
Oh, wait. Nobody saw that.
Of course they didn't. There you go. Here we go.
What? Okay.
He does have like little Oompa Loompa-esque hands.
I just want you guys to realize just how, while they may be small, they're really thick.
I don't know how
Brandon,
that's
grab
supposed
a
to make much
microphone.
of a difference. Small and thick, that's supposed to.
Is
So
that
it's a
help? I was
hockey
going
puck.
to say, is that supposed to entice?
So is a hockey puck, Jack, and
that
nobody
help?
wants to screw a hockey puck.
That's I want to ask the young ladies out there
Yeah.
in the audience right now, everybody
But
online.
what I
is
was
that
saying, real quick, Brandon, before you
short
get
and
there.
thick?
Small, but it's thick.
Well, what I was saying is there's
long and
there's
skinny.
there's
Which
two
one is it?
different
Beer
types of
can.
midgets. There's the midgets with the mongoloid foreheads and the jack hands, and then there's the regular type of midgets like Missy that look normal, but except they're just small,
SM all.
Yeah,
So they're like the ones that are like 4'5" to 4'10".
they're the models of the midget kingdom.
Can I just say that I think Angel has the best idea where he wants to get a midget sex android, so you can have a sex droid and a midget.
No, we
the
can't.
club.
We can't
Two
have
birds,
that
one
because
stone.
then Jack would be trying to fuck it all the time.
Here goes Jack again on his screen.
You know what I always wondered about the sex
What
dolls?
is he Googling?
What are you googling?
How many different
dude?
types of midgets there are?
Who cleans it?
Oh, the doll.
Yeah. Because I mean, obviously, since you're probably a one doll man, you're only
No,
gonna
I'm
have
waiting.
sex with
I'm
that
waiting
doll.
I'm waiting for Mike Rowe to do dirtiest jobs, and
And go to a sex
he's
doll
going to
factory.
go to, no, because over in Japan they have sex doll brothels, and I think Mike Rowe, because that to me is the dirtiest job you could have.
I would think so.
That's
And
Cleaning
so-
jizz out of Japanese sex dolls.
Exactly. So Mike Rowe needs to be there in a hazmat suit with the
my
crevice cleaner at a doll brothel.
That
No.
sounds disgusting.
terrible.
I bet you.
Huh?
What?
What, Jack?
The bottle cleaner. Ugh.
The picture you guys were looking for is on the screen now.
I'm 2 minutes behind you. What is it?
actually
A picture of
nothing
what?
Great.
So we can see Lily. We can see Areola. We can see.
I hope no kids are watching this. We did put up a disclaimer before the show.
Yes,
we
we
did.
did.
And I'm sure some people in SC of Disneyland are wondering why this show is on.
Oh,
but
look
we're
at-
all SC
look at
members.
that.
Because Wu Tang is for the children.
Look at that.
Remember
Yeah.
That is a lovely
Oh my
picture.
Doesn't Lily look pretty?
Lily really looks happy about this
that. See,
situation.
it's the
Very.
foam. It's like a Muppet.
You know,
boob.
I'm looking at this
It's
picture.
like rubber.
I'm looking at this picture, and I can see the angel. Well, I see Steph. Steph's having a gag, and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be a funny picture." But Angel is like,
He looks
Angel's
he's
all in.
really
Angel's taking
enjoying
pictures
it.
with his eyes and putting it in his spank bank. I can totally tell.
He's really enjoying it.
He's way too into that.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I think Lawrence is. Is Lawrence watching right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, isn't Lawrence out of town right now? Yes. He is out of town. Okay. Well, we don't get into his personal business of where he's at. But Lawrence is a cool dude. But Lily is a very attractive female with very big Nerf built tits.
Nerf built. I wonder if it's the same foam as like Nerf bullets.
Nerf bullets, yeah. So and then you two during this last week, Jack and Brandon, Jack and the Black Man. It sounds like a TV show for CW. You guys took off to Vegas. What were you guys doing in Vegas, Jack?
Well, Brandon needed to relieve some steam, so to speak. So we went to Sin City.
Sin City. What'd you guys do?
We did a lot of stuff. So actually, I
there
have
any
pictures
sinning?
for everybody.
Was there any sinning?
Oh, we've got a slideshow of the family vacation?
Yes.
Is that what's going on?
Oh,
Yes.
fun.
Well, here's where our viewership drops. Go ahead, Jack.
So
take us on
wanted-
your journey.
I
through
really were
stupidity.
excited. We
All
wanted
right,
to
so
show
let's get
everybody
it. Let's
these
get a
pictures.
count.
He's
We're at-
excited, guys.
All right,
Let
we're
him
at-
have his moment.
We're at 44 viewers right now.
44,000 for those of you listening online. All right. So Jack.
Hey, it bumped up too, just saying.
Yeah, so Jack and Brandon took a little family vacation.
Yeah,
Did you guys
absolutely.
take the Prius?
Yes.
Yes, you guys took the Prius.
So you guys took the vagina on wheels across country. Okay, good job.
Two grown ass
We
men.
saved a lot of fucking money on them.
I'll bet,
I bet you did.
I'll bet you did.
First thing that we did was, we came across Calico, and it's a ghost town.
I like how he says it like it's actually fucking interesting.
He looks
Calico.
like he looks like a 5-year-old. Like
I
he's
went to
super
Calico.
excited about
Have you
this
ever
trip
been to
right now.
Calico? It
I have
actually
been to
is
Calico.
pretty
Calico
cool.
is amazing.
It is pretty cool.
So we went to Calico.
Oh, we've got pictures, Tom. Okay.
And
I'm glad you got the chain link fence in this picture of the scenic landscape. That's awesome,
I know the
Jack. Good
landscape
job.
was beautiful.
So we've got photos coming.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
photos
We
up right
went, we
now.
saw Calico. We found out it was going to be $8 a head.
And you
to be able
guys
to
are-
enter.
Yeah.
So here's a view of the parking lot.
Oh, good job. So you guys took a picture of a mountain that said Calico.
Frankie said they listened to the Marvel soundtrack all the way there.
That's some nerd ass shit right
Oh
there.
my god!
That's actually
Oh, wow.
that's
The
actually
comments-
correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Did
be
you-
No,
surprised.
no. What were you guys for real?
What did
Honestly.
you listen
I want
to
to hear
for
about
We
real?
this.
listened to the Marvel
Guarantee
soundtrack the whole way.
Guarantee
fucking
they,
You are
kidding me?
fucking lying.
No.
they
You are
watched.
fucking lying.
Brandon?
Guarantee they watched porn on the tablet.
You really watched you listened to the Marvel soundtrack on the way to Vegas?
Was there fighting over the radio at any point?
I can't lie. I was listening to Tupac and Disturbed the whole time.
Did you guys both
I was
have
gonna say he had to have been listening to some like hip hop rap crap, and then the other one was listening to I don't.
So both of you guys have your own headphones on or just ignoring each other all the way to Vegas?
No, it was actually we talked a lot about different ideas for the show. We talked a lot
Really?
about different things that had happened
So
recently.
so what ideas came from that trip for the show? I'm just curious since
Oh,
that's what you talked about for 4
Yeah,
hours.
yeah. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, but not to drop any spoilers. But we may buy a ghost town.
What?
Okay. All right. First off, we got a lot of attorneys to pay for before we start buying things like fucking goddamn ghost towns.
You don't get this anymore. No.
Sarah
no.
said- Sarah-
I'm gonna narrate y'all.
Hold on. But we have a plan now. You see, because the idea is
not yet, not yet.
oh
That's later.
okay.
That's later.
Sarah actually hit the nail on the head. She said you guys were listening to the soundtrack to Steel Magnolias.
All right, so you guys are
You fucking tell her?
so you guys are traveling from here to Vegas
Thelma and
for
Louise.
4 hours
Yeah.
talking about the show and great ideas. And the best grand award-winning idea you high-ass motherfuckers come up with is to buy a ghost town?
Hey, I would like to clarify. I do not enjoy marijuana.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was not high at the time.
I sure the fuck do. I do not enjoy. I don't endorse your message. Sorry.
I don't have a problem with people using it. It's just me personally. Just want to clarify.
Is that job related?
Yes.
Okay, but seriously, the best idea you two guys came up with on a 4-hour trip was to buy a ghost town?
Yes. Sort of. That was the big one.
Why didn't you come up with the idea of finding a genie's lamp and getting unlimited wishes?
Like thousands of dollars.
Now, what? Okay.
Well,
what-
that's always the first rule. You can't have unlimited wishes.
See, this is what stunts our growth here, Tom.
Yep.
Is a staff that lives in the clouds, a really green cloud, and they come up with ideas for the show of, hey, let's have a meeting. Okay, let's have a meeting. I've got an idea. Let's buy a ghost town.
I could just picture this in the parking lot. Jack's like, "Let's go to Calico. I've never been there." Brandon says, "Let's fucking buy it." That's how
I think that's literally what happened.
that's how that conversation played out.
Legit,
I guarantee
that's
it.
what happened.
They were actually separate instances.
Oh my god.
If you don't mind me asking, what was your second best idea that came up in 4 hours?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Well, actually, no. We talked a lot about Abby's
It's
show.
coming.
I'm crying right now. I'm laughing so hard.
Okay.
We talked a lot about Abby's show and ways that we could help set up the studio. That was the primary reason.
And for those for the people that are listening right now, who is Abby and why are we interested in Abby's show?
she's our twatter. She works on our Twitter account and she helps.
And she lives in Vegas.
Yes, and she does live in Vegas. Which is
And
the
she's
reason
going
why
to
we went
start
there
doing a
specifically.
show
Exactly.
on the Radio Underland network.
What's named?
What's her show now?
Oh, On My Way.
On my way to where?
On my way to what?
So, Jack, when is that show coming out? When are we getting the first episode of On My Way?
Soon.
After we buy the ghost town or before?
The ghost town is a separate idea, and it's a little bit more. See, you guys think we're talking about buying Calico? No, we're talking like.
no,
we
you
don't-
guys are wanting to buy
We'll get
fucking
there.
desert
We'll get there.
something.
Oh, I know what
You
they're
know,
talking
I'm
about.
ready to take this trip to the ghost town. Go ahead, take me on this journey.
Okay, so
Oh,
Just saying we're
You
losing
guys have a
viewers, so
PowerPoint
hurry
presentation for this bullshit, or is there?
I really wish we had prepared a PowerPoint at this point.
So the idea in its entirety, I'm all ears. I want to hear.
Well, we
this-
got to get there first.
Can you hurry up? We just lost 2 fucking viewers.
Okay.
Okay,
I just want to see
You
the
don't know
ghost
what's
town.
going on.
I know I don't know what's going on. That's why it would be good that I narrate your trip. Okay, so this is these motherfuckers in the car.
Talking about buying ghost
Talking about
towns.
buying ghost towns. This is them at some fucked up road.
Is that a Mickey Mouse?
Go on, move on.
Mickey Mouse steering wheel
Hey,
cover.
hold on. Pause
Go
for
on.
a second. Pause for a second.
There's a Mickey
Brandon?
Mouse steering wheel cover
That's what I was just seeing. I was just seeing that same
in the
shit.
Prius.
He can't say anything.
With these two dudes, it's when they pulled up to the strip. If I saw the two of these guys getting out of the car,
These guys would get rejected at the
No,
bunny
they-
I would
ranch.
think they were gay.
Yeah, and you would think they were there to get
Automatically.
married.
Something.
They would be like Night at the Roxbury.
They're driving a Prius, number one.
They
and
would
it has
legit
a
be Night at the
Mickey
Roxbury.
Mouse.
What are those guys' names from Night at the Roxbury?
I don't know their names,
Their
but
real
I know.
names?
Okay,
Are
but
the
that's
names in the
who
movie.
they would be.
I just want to point out
Yes.
that no, this was two friends going out. As Brandon said, like every hour, I'm a happily married man.
You're happily married?
And you guys thought it would be a
Oh,
good
yes, I
idea to
am.
take a picture of your steering wheel and Zix Road.
I'm pretty sure that was the
I
key.
love the level of the photography on this trip. That is one thing. It looks like Jack is sitting in the back seat. Who else was in the car?
Did you have your camera crew in the front?
Actually,
Did you sit in the back?
friend come to help us with some.
Speak into the mic.
Speak into
'cause
the
we're
microphone,
doing a
because we're
live
doing
show.
Yes,
a live
we had
show.
a friend that came and helped us with some of the construction work that needed to be done.
Construction work.
Yes,
Construction.
for the.
For the,
Jack-
for the ghost town? For the ghost town.
Apparently, they bought it on the way back, so they needed a little extra
All
help.
right, so you went to ZZYX.
Yeah,
Zizek.
and this is
Zizek.
a picture of our awesome Radio Underland coin and the awesome White Rabbit coin at some fucked up place in Baker, California. Okay,
Did you get a picture
go
of the
ahead.
thermometer?
Keep going.
I'm still on Zix Road.
Yeah, okay, it's
Okay,
there.
and then this is Jack and Brandon next to a truck.
No.
The
Hey,
world's largest thermometer.
You guys really took a picture with the world's largest thermometer?
Yes, it's right here.
See, I'm telling you.
How long did it take for you guys to get to Vegas?
Jack,
It
did
was
you
only
ask
like
him if you
7
could?
hours.
Did you ask him?
7 hours?
Yes.
Oh my
7
God.
hours. I would have shot myself.
Well, they had
So
to stop
far,
at
I've
the...
seen. I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry. So far, I've seen
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy.
So-
I've seen Beavis and Butthead, and I've seen Steve and Doug.
So good job, you
Word.
guys.
All right.
You guys stopped behind the the world's
World-
largest dick.
Yep, and then they went and got alien beef jerky. And those
This is
are
the lamest trip to Vegas I've ever
Oh,
fucking seen in
look at
my
this
life.
picture though. Look at these two. They're so cute.
This is boring.
And then they got to Vegas. Come on, get to Vegas. There we
We haven't
go.
even gotten to the cute picture you talked about.
How many slides
Dumb
do we have
and
in the
Dumber.
show, Jack?
We only have like one more actually.
They took a picture. Is that at a gas station?
That's at the alien jerky
No, it's at the
place.
alien jerky.
Okay, so they bought
Right,
some
and-
fucking alien jerky.
And then they got to Vegas, and then
you
they
bring
went and
any
saw
with you?
Menopause the musical.
No,
Wait a
Marcus,
minute,
this
wait a
was
minute, wait a
last
minute, wait a
week.
minute.
Did
Whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
really?
whoa.
Sunday?
Stop the press. Hang on.
Did I just hear
3
something?
dudes are in Vegas.
And you guys go watch the menopause.
Out of all things to do in Vegas, you guys go and see Menopause, the fucking goddamn musical?
Well, I mean, isn't that what people do? They go to Vegas and see the shows.
Not when it's 3
Menopause,
dudes without
the
women.
musical. Is that what you guys were calling the nightclub?
And whose idea? And whose idea
You
was
guys
that?
said you went to a nightclub, but all I
But it
see
was
is that-
Menopause, the musical.
So,
Pretty cool club
so
there.
of all the shows to pick in Vegas to see, you picked Menopause the musical.
It had a really good rating
Oh my god!
By who?
by Zagat.
Better Homes and Garden?
Oh, did you bring us a prize?
I
the
hope
O
so.
Network.
Oh, we
Oprah's
got a
channel.
prize out of
I
this
hope
deal?
so.
Oh shit, we got some whiskey beef jerky.
Oh, this is from Alien Beef Jerky? Oh,
It's from.
fucking, I'll try that.
That is from my favorite jerky place ever, and it is everything is themed to aliens.
That says whiskey.
because I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now.
This is
Whiskey.
Alien
It's called
Fresh
Alien
Jerky.
Beef Jerky. Alien Farms though.
This is dead and
Alien fresh.
dehydrated cow flesh.
Yes, that is made from 100% abducted cows.
Sweet.
That's not even fucking funny, you asshole.
Should we do a PETA commercial now?
It's just great. So then after that,
Tom, you eat that and I'll sing the theme song. In the arms of an angel. In the
I'm sorry, little Jack Cow. It tastes so good.
of an angel.
Actually, you're
All right.
eating me because that guy called me a toxic.
Whoa,
Now,
easy. We're not going to have no
Not
co-host
like
eating my
that.
midget wife.
Can you even eat toxic cow?
I don't think you
That-
can.
It's not safe.
I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing right now.
That explains the shit right there. Why Jake has
So you
bad cow
guys
disease.
took 7 hours to get to Vegas,
Yeah.
stopped and looked at the world's largest rectal thermometer, ate alien beef jerky, took a picture of the Zizix road sign.
Oh no, we went up to Zizix.
You went up to Zizix. Oh, you went
Yes.
to Zizix because
No
Zizix.
one ever gets off.
Wait a minute. No,
did.
none of them got off. Guaranteed. Unless they were jacking off during Menopause, the musical, none of them got off. So you went to Zizix, the little, okay, it's because Zizix was established by some like whack nut job doctor
Yes. So
as
well,
a community out there.
so Curtis Howe Springer was the guy that created the town of Zizix. It's more than a road; it was a town.
Right, like health spas, natural
Yes.
health spas,
Yes.
mineral spas, that kind of stuff.
So, going up there, I've always wanted to go there because I've read so much about what Dr. Howe had done, and I just thought it was very, very interesting. So, Zizix itself.
This sounds very interesting. Did you take any pictures of this place?
I took a picture of the sign.
Oh wait, it costs money, so we didn't go because it cost
Let me get this
another
straight.
$8.
You want to go into a rant and talk about the town of Zizix, this abandoned ghost town with all these pools and stuff.
ghost town anymore.
It's completely leveled.
Well,
They're building a.
there's a research center that's there now. It's the Desert Research Center.
Like holistic bullshit where they put cranberry.
No,
in the grass.
it's
it's
for
like-
medical marijuana. They're putting in like a marijuana farm there.
They might.
I remember
I
reading about
endorse
that.
that
I remember
message.
reading about that.
But Zizix was cool because this guy was the first certified what they call quacks.
Quack doctor.
Yeah, he was not actually a doctor. He boasted he had like degrees from like 7 different places, but he never actually went to school.
There was no internet back then.
No, yeah, there was no
you
real way
just
of
tell
verifying.
people
Did he
shit.
ever claim to be a firefighter by chance?
No, but you would be surprised when we were reading up on this guy.
Did he ever star on Beverly Hills 90210?
No,
Did he ever play on the practice team for the 49ers?
no, it was before his time because he came
Very
up in
interesting.
1940.
I just want to make sure we weren't thinking about the same guy, maybe underneath the alias.
You know, there's a lot of parallels.
All right, so go on.
So,
When does the fun part of this story happen?
Did
Yeah.
you guys go to the Bunny Ranch or anything?
no, that's in Reno.
Wait, there's bunny ranches outside of Vegas.
Outside, we went to Vegas.
You guys were in a freaking car.
My God, you guys were there like what, 4 days?
I was working.
They went to
On
they
what?
were menopause.
I'm making stuff for Abby.
That was the most
He was
interesting
working on
thing
Abby.
No.
about their weekend.
Do you know how long it took us to set up this studio? Just a few hours.
And it took you motherfuckers
Hey,
4
hey,
days.
hey, Jake. How's
4 days? How long
And
did
it
it
was
take you guys to
one
set up a
guy
closet?
and one girl.
Jake? How is her sound?
It sounds good, but how long did it take you to set up that freaking room?
It only took us 4 hours.
took me
Okay.
about 4 hours.
It took me
But that's
4
setting
hours.
up the room. I had to create all of her.
And we put layers.
And there was no
I
show.
saw the room. The room was packing blankets hung from the wall,
Yep.
a laptop, Christmas lights, and a blue snowball microphone.
Yeah.
4 hours?
4 hours?
Well, we had
And
to.
that took 4 hours.
What did you do with the other 3.5 days?
You guys, this took Jake and I like
Look at
an hour.
You guys-
Just us two.
look at. Did you see? Did you all see Steph's face when Brandon said that Abby had a green screen?
And
You see
we
that? See that look?
Yeah, that was all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these fucks are willing to drive all the way to fucking Vegas
But they won't put up a green screen
and
for
set
us.
up Abby with the fucking green. I've been asking for a green
Abby
screen
bought
for
the
like
green
a
screen.
year. Aren't you the fucking executive producer? I'm supposed to ask for it, and you're supposed to make it happen.
And I've said,
point.
give me a budget, and we would
Noted.
talk about it.
Noted. You just figured that shit out.
She bought. First of all, she bought her own.
We're the goddamn talent. We don't get into numbers.
She doesn't even have a
Your
fucking
job.
show yet.
I don't believe that. I never know a show that where the
You know what, I
talent
saw the
does
I think these
research.
assholes need to drive to Vegas, take her fucking green screen, and bring it here.
Well, yeah, so if she wants to be on the
Commandeer
radio,
that shit.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's payment for being on the Radio Underland network.
I tell you what, I'm not gonna do another show until we get green screen.
Strikes.
We should
That's right,
strike.
Rosa Parks. We're bringing you out of the back of the bus
Fuck
until you
yes.
get your goddamn green screen.
Fuck yes.
I'll fill in for Steph.
You can't walk across the line.
No.
You can't cross the line.
No. I have way too many racial jokes, and I need Steph on the panel. It's a liability thing.
All right, fair.
We can't have 3 white people on the panel.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, I always forget you're not white.
Yeah.
All right. We will work on the green screen.
Thank you.
All right, so you
next
guys.
week.
So then,
Here we
we were
still-
working really hard.
I guess he's doing the narration of this trip in real time.
Oh, is it still going? Okay. I guess.
No, go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
So I'm sorry, listeners. This story's
Enlighten
going to
us
take
with the
4 days.
boringness.
Well, actually, no. I actually made a video.
Oh, you made a video.
Fuck. I can't wait.
Was there fucking
I hope
green
there's
screen
thermometers
in, the
in
video?
it.
Hold on. One of the best parts of the trip was when we went to the Heart Attack Grill, and we have some video of.
All right, hold on. Heart Attack Grill. So, Jack, what is the deal with the Heart Attack Grill? If you're over 300 pounds, you get to eat free?
$350.
$350.
So, Jack, you got to eat free.
Yes. And I have a video about
How'd
it.
you know that?
Hey, everybody, stay tuned.
Clearly over 300 pounds.
Okay, I'll watch the video.
$350?
Play the video. I'll watch the video. Heart Attack. How long is this video?
They said 300.
5 minutes of you eating at the Heart Attack Grill?
We can take a break. I don't think.
I just want to see the weigh-in.
Okay, no, just
show
go.
us the weigh-in.
All right, so you went to Heart Attack Grill. Go.
Yes.
Play.
Is there audio on this video?
Yes, there is. It's
Okay.
playing right now.
Oh,
We should have made him drink Pete's pickle juice
I
while
don't
he
hear
told this
anything.
story.
Killing our audio. I want to get this.
It's pretty cool.
Here we go. We got Jack walking to the official weigh-in. You have any thoughts before you do the official weigh-in?
I think I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, we did pretty well on the test run outside. Yeah. Sorry.
My name is Jack.
I'm gonna go around to the front, Jack. Jack. Woo! Yeah, Jack!
Eye of a
So
heart.
now what are you gonna do?
All right, here it comes.
Right on.
What do you think about the theme of this establishment?
The theme is insane. I don't know exactly what to think about encouraging people to eat large sums of food that probably should be having large amounts of exercise.
You think it might be just for the fun of it?
Yes, the fun of it, of course. And that's why we're here. To have fun.
This is great. This is gonna be the cheapest burger I've ever had.
Well, I gotta say that I was all for it until you told me someone died at another location.
Well, you know, things happen.
Yeah.
The guy that actually started this place was a real cardiologist at one point, and he decided, he was like, fuck it. If people aren't gonna listen, he decided to open up an establishment. So to just help him get through it, I guess.
To help him get through it, or to feed himself customers.
Same thing.
Clients.
Absolutely.
Money.
Yep. This place is rolling in it.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's really cool. I actually like a lot of the different scenery. Like they have like a what is that? Last Supper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, with all the fast food guys on it. That's pretty cool. We got the Burger Wars poster. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's cool. Instead of a few good men, it's a few good burgers. You know. I mean, it's a brilliant idea. It really is.
Absolutely.
Apparently, Jack tried to do a second round and didn't make it. So now he's going to have to be punished for his misdeeds. After you, good sir. think he secretly likes this. Yes. Thank you. You too.
She hit everybody else 3 times.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Jack! 505 pounds.
507.
507.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked too, personally.
And yet you got a taco.
I thought I was
What
like,
were you
oh,
expecting?
I thought I was like at
185?
460.
How much did you think you weighed?
460.
Is that the last time you weighed yourself?
Yeah.
Jack, they had to put 2 nightgowns
How the
on
fuck do you even see the
Two.
scale?
They had to tie 2 fucking nightgowns to wrap around you.
Yeah.
But yet you
I'm 500 some odd pounds.
All right, so you
Kinda
go
have to.
so you go to Heart Attack Grill, you weigh 507, yet you got a fucking big gulp Taco Bell cup filled with sugary substance in front of you right now.
What is in that cup? What
was
are
the
you drinking
free-
right now?
What I
This
want to
is-
know is
well, it's Mountain Dew.
this is my question.
Mountain
I need
Dew.
energy.
So he's
So-
got diabetes in
So
a cup.
on top of drinking Mountain Dew, being 507 pounds, you shrink your dick too.
No,
Because that's
I
what
don't.
they say that what Mountain Dew
Well, who's-
does to men.
What?
It shrinks their dick.
Really?
Yes, I swear to God.
Last time
mean,
I,
I don't-
measured, that has not changed.
I don't drink it, but I don't.
Okay, just
All right, Jack.
that's what I've heard.
So you find out you're 507 pounds.
Yeah.
And you get a free meal.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it was
What did you?
delicious.
Totally
what did
worth it. Totally worth it.
I want to know, what did you order?
Oh well, you can only order one thing, which is you can order the burger with fries, and it's a single burger. You can't order their crazy burgers.
Yeah, because they don't want you to have a heart attack.
Well, we can order as many of those as we want, though.
How many did you eat?
Well, I ate one and like half of one.
But aren't they big?
They're very big.
Like a half pound.
Did you just do it just to do it? Or like you were like literally like, oh, I'm still hungry?
Well, I found out that if you don't finish your food, one of the nice nurses takes you to the side, and well, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it the old college try. Unfortunately, I was not able to finish the second burger.
So basically you got your
Let's
ass
get
slapped
back
on
to
purpose.
this.
Yeah.
Get back to this 507 pounds.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
Jack,
Yeah.
Well, first of all, somebody take a Brandon, our executive producer, Mr. Responsible.
Yes, sir.
Supposed to be responsible for all the staff.
Yes, sir.
Can you fucking take the big gulp away from Jack,
Yes,
please?
sir. I can do that.
Jack, no more Mountain Dew, Gatorade. You know
well, I think we need to talk to Jack. I think we need to get into the psychology of this because when I met Jack, or recently after I met Jack, Jack went on this whole thing with Watch Jack Lose. Hashtag Watch Jack Lose on Instagram and whatever. Where were you at when you started that? Microphone, please, Brandon.
What number?
Microphone,
Brandon.
Brandon.
40.
40.
What did you- what?
Roxy's back there getting off on the fucking dog
She's
collar
shocking
right
herself.
Put it on your vagina and we'll air that shit.
Look at she's thinking about it.
Roxy's back there with the shot collar. We're trying to get her to put it on her
It
vagina.
would be fucking
Anyways,
crazy. So,
okay. So when I met you, and how
Yeah.
long ago was it when you did the whole Watch Jack Lose thing?
I want to say that was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
2015.
And
And
what
how
was your
much-
weight when you started that?
I was at 4. When I started that, I was at like 480 something.
480
Okay,
something.
so you were less
3 years ago.
Less than I am now.
now.
And I was at a really rough point in my life. I'm not going to get into the specifics of it, but I needed to change myself. So I started to watch Jack Lose. I changed a lot of things about myself that I didn't like. And I tried really hard at it. I was working out every day. I was eating healthy and was tracking everything. Anything I could, like, you guys know how I know all sorts of random stuff about everything. Well, I learned
Yeah.
everything I could about nutrition. I learned a lot, and I applied it, and I lost a lot of weight. My big goal was to get under 300 pounds
And did you get there?
or get to 300 pounds. That was my first goal. and I got there and ended up going to Walt Disney World afterwards. That was like my present to myself type of thing.
Well, how many fucking churros did you eat at Walt Disney World to get up to 507?
Well, when I went to Walt Disney World,
You said fuck it. The
Yeah.
problem. The problem you had is you met your goal of 300, and then you just it was so much work to get to 300 that you just kind of fucking just
And how
fuck
long?
this
how
and
long,
went ape
how, long
shit.
did, how long did it take to lose the 180?
well, I didn't lose 180 because I went from 480 to just under 300.
Oh, so more.
So
than-
I lost no, not
Almost
under, I
200
keep saying
pounds.
just under 300, just under 400.
Okay, so you lost almost
80
100
Yeah,
pounds.
it was I at one point I had lost 100 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I could give a million excuses for why it happened.
That was a whole.
I was-
Somebody said.
I was in a very dark place. I had went from
Did your refrigerator light go out or what?
something like that. But no, it's
Such a
it's like all lame stories. It all involves a girl, like, and
Always
it's not
does.
her fault.
I
does.
want to
It's
hear.
fine.
I want to hear what sent you in this dark story spiral. What the fuck happened?
Well, before I went to Walt Disney World, my second love of my life, basically,
Okay.
I found out basically she was lying to me a lot, and she was really just around me because she needed a rebound.
Okay.
And,
And she found somebody to bounce off of.
yeah. And after, I'm not going to go into specifics.
I fucking can't with you. You're such a dick.
Dude.
No, I'm asking. Okay. No, for real. So you found a girl. She was a complete bitch. Used you as a rebound. Totally used
Yeah.
you. You spent money on her and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you found out she was lying to you. She left or you kicked her out. Whatever. It doesn't matter. And then you just kind of gave up hope on the nutrition quest that you're on for yourself.
Yeah, I decided to take a vacation for myself. I was like, you know what? I've earned it. And I was
Fuck
doing
it.
really well on it. I was
And you
doing
said,
well,
fuck it.
just taking care of things. But like, I went to a really bad spot with it. And instead of trying to fix it, I was just like, I'll be fine. I've already lost the weight before. I can do it again.
Well, when do you plan on doing it again?
Well, now.
After you saw yourself
Yeah.
weigh in.
How can we help him with that? Tom, what can we do?
Well, I think we could offer him a lot of encouragement, and I'm seeing a lot of the comments. A lot of people are getting behind you already. People are saying, "Let's do a Club Hub weight loss challenge. Watch Jack lose. Let's do this together."
I'm down. I'm overweight myself. I can tell you, I'm overweight myself.
I think
I
we
am
can.
too.
I think we can all do it.
Who in here is at their goal weight?
Stop it. Put your hand down. I'm going to slap you for my friend because you are not at your goal weight.
This is my.
What'd
goal
you say,
weight.
Aaron?
I've
Well,
always wanted
I
to be
recently-
280.
Is it on?
285.
I recently lost 15 pounds in like 3 weeks.
Oh, how was that shit?
Don't worry. I was going to slap him for you, Vanessa.
So hold on. Is there anybody in this room right now that is at their goal weight?
No, I still got another like 15
We all need
20
to
more
work on
pounds.
ourselves.
Yeah.
And it sucks for all of us. Some of us, like Jack, need to lose more than some of the other us. But the thing is the mindset and the determination and what it's going to take to lose that weight is equal amongst all of us.
Right.
You might have to do it for a little bit longer. But I think if we want to maintain our weight, then it's going to have to be a lifestyle change.
There's a
Because-
lot of people in the SC community that are going to the gym now. You know?
Not me.
Well, there are people that are posting it. I know that.
Is there a way that I can lose weight, Tom, without going to the gym?
Yes, your food.
Yeah, you
It's,
food.
it's not
Change
even
your
your.
diet.
It's not even going to the gym and working out. It's actually what you eat is the biggest thing.
It's 80% of what you eat.
80%. Okay. I'm down. I'm totally down. I need to lose weight. But I don't want to give up Taco Bell, Red Vines, Mountain Dew, pizza.
Listen.
Okay, all right,
one-
all right, all
here's the
right,
deal.
all right,
You get
no.
once a week.
You get a one.
No,
day
it's
cheat
not. No, it's
day.
not just a one-day cheat day.
You know, Angel.
This is how
Can you call Angel on
I'll
the
call
phone?
Angel after I'm done.
Yeah, because he was hella fat.
No, you don't get a.
He was?
No.
Roxy just said he was hella fat.
Let's be clear. You
But
don't.
in the
get,
comments, he's saying that he lost 90 pounds. I want to
was.
know
I
what he
remember
did.
I lost. When I lost all my weight, I lost
Yeah, you
120
did.
pounds.
You sure the fuck did.
Jack, can you call him on Facebook?
I'm gonna go find him.
And
Hey, Angel,
120.
message me on Facebook.
In the meantime, finish telling us the
Yeah,
story.
yeah. Tell us. Tell
Yeah.
us.
So you don't have to give up anything, and I know that sounds freaking weird, but keep in mind, I've lost 100 pounds before. You don't have to give up anything.
You do,
What
though.
you have to do is make better choices. When it comes time for you to eat, right? You go to Taco
That's
Bell.
why I'm on my second wife. But go ahead.
You made a better choice.
Word.
So
How sweet are you?
you go to
I
Taco
know.
Bell, right? And you're like, you know what? I really want that. And you're like,
I'm gonna get her an
you ask
anniversary card
yourself,
that says you're my
"Do you
better
need it?"
choice.
If you feel like you need it, take it. Make other adjustments for the rest of your day.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope. That's the
And
wrong way
honestly,
to do
Taco
it.
Bell
What did
actually
you
not
say?
that bad to eat at. You order off the fresco
Tom.
menu.
No, Tom. We should listen to Jack because he is obviously fucking successful.
I
in his
lost
diet
100
plan.
pounds at one point. All right, let's see. I'm looking for No, I need your phone number. What are you doing?
Angel, message Jack. Give him your phone number because I want to hear the story of how you lost like 90 pounds or 80 pounds, whatever it was.
No, the whole diet thing, you don't have to cut out what you love. It's all about portion control. And
Moderation.
you got to cut off, it's basically sugar. I stopped drinking soda, beer. I just drink water every day. The last beer I had was
Easy.
The last beer I
Hey,
had
now.
was when we went to Hamburger Mary's. That was the first beer I had in like a month.
Take it easy there, Sparky. You
Hey,
said
I go
beer.
hardcore though. I do
Easy.
40 minutes of cardio every day now.
Really?
That's good.
That's how long it takes you to jerk off?
No beer? That just means
No,
I have
no,
to
no.
drink more whiskey now.
Yeah. Oh, I drink whiskey.
No.
You know how much whiskey I
Steph, you
drink?
got to go with the clears because there's no carbs.
Yep.
Well, because
Vodka.
beer is pretty much liquid bread.
Hold on. Raymundo in the comments is saying that, and when I'm referring to the comments, I'm talking about because we do the show live on Facebook, and there's a lot of people that join in at www.radiounderland.com, which takes you to our Facebook page, which you can catch the live stream Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Raymundo in the comments is saying that he lost 50 pounds by giving up soda and walking.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he gained it back, but he did lose 50 pounds. And I myself am good. See, I don't know.
drink
I don't
soda.
know how I'm so fat because generally in my day-to-day
don't
life,
eat.
I eat
It's
like
because you
one
don't
time a
eat.
day.
It's because you don't eat.
Yeah, your body ends
Your
up
body
saving
is
the
storing
calories.
the fat. Your body is storing the fat.
So my body's very conservative. Isn't that a good thing?
At home, we don't drink soda. We just
Camel
have
hump.
water.
It's a lot different for women and men too.
I hardly ever drink soda. I do drink tea. I drink
but you
tea,
don't
water,
sweeten
and
it.
coffee. And I don't put any sweetener in my coffee or my tea. I drink tea, water, and coffee. And I eat
It's when you eat, and that one time you eat, you just eat really, really bad.
And it's usually at
dude.
like 2 in the morning.
Let's go back to Nashville real quick. So I was in Nashville, right? And I'd been working since 5 a.m. to like 11 p.m. at night for like 2 days in a row. I hadn't ate. It had been nuts. I finally get out at like 8 p.m. one night to go down to Broadway. And Nashville's known for their barbecue. So I go into Jack's Barbecue right on Broadway, and I order Tennessee pork shoulder, something like a tri-tip, St. Louis ribs, Boston baked beans,
All in the same
apples.
setting?
Fuck yeah,
Sounds
apples.
about right.
Apples.
Sounds about right.
You know how they give you the apples and it's like the apple pie filling? Mm-hmm. Boston baked beans, 2 beers, and pecan pie.
And you wonder why your body stores fat.
Oh Lordy,
Right.
it was so fucking good.
Sounds like
It
a
was
Tuesday
so
to
good.
me.
I know, right?
That's disgusting.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
It's like a wet dream.
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
it was so good. It was so good.
Ugh.
A wet dream.
Anyways, where were we, Tom? Oh yeah. So okay. So what do we do to like make this happen? Are we gonna do like a weight loss challenge or something like that?
Absolutely.
We have Angel. on the
We
phone?
got Angel on the line. Hold on. Where it's what?
Angel, who was hella fat, according to Roxy.
Angel.
Hey,
hello.
what's up,
And
guys?
amazing with
Oh
limericks.
shit! There he is. Hey, Angel. So I remember the first
what's up,
time.
guys?
I remember the first time I met you, and you were very hard to hug because you had a lot of real estate to cover. How did you?
That's a nice way to
What?
put it. It's
I'm not being
a
real.
nice. You were hard to hug because you had a lot of real estate.
Hold on, let me
very
call you
sweet.
back.
Oh, sure. We're not doing a live show or anything. Go ahead. Is that your pizza delivery? Get the fuck off. Call us back. Why does he have to? What has he got going on? That he's got to call us back.
I don't know. Apparently, you hurt his feelings when you said he was hard to
No,
hug.
I'm pretty sure his probably new Infinity Gauntlet just came in the mail or some.
Angel's the
Other
best guy
food.
ever. Angel, I see him. He shows up to Disneyland.
He's always smiling too.
He's always smiling. He smiles like he's Down syndrome. It's awesome. But he shows up and he's got like, it's like I never know what to expect when I see Angel. Like he could be walking around with like a like a like a shield. What are you guys laughing so hard?
Because it's Angel. We all know Angel. That's the thing.
Yeah, but if you know
And every
Angel,
one of
you
our
know
listeners, yeah, they know.
he's in the social club scene. He could be dressed up as freaking anything when you see him.
I think the next time we see him, we should just play the theme music till life goes on.
Dirty. Dirty.
I love you, Angel.
Pretty sure you just called him quirky.
Well, that's what he gets for hanging up on us.
He does. He does come to the parks with some cool gadgets, though.
Angel, are you back on the phone?
I thought he said he was calling us back.
Yeah, I think
That's what he said. Why do you have to hang up? Where's he at? At Wolverine College with them fucking lamb chops that he wears?
Okay, back to the story of Jack.
Yeah, well, so how can we help him out, like, legitimately?
Well,
Besides taking his soda.
Besides
And
that,
his
his
Gatorade
big
is
gulp.
3.
Gatorade has so much sodium in it, not just full.
Yeah, it like retains.
So-
Do you drink water?
so first of all, Jack, when you're
Enough?
when you're at my house on Tuesdays
How much water
now,
do you drink?
I mean, well, everything kind of has water.
No. How much water do you
here
drink?
we go. That's some bullshit right there. You know
Pretty
it.
much
It
explains it.
matters. It matters on the day. Some
No.
days-
How much do you drink? What
Well,
is your
I'd like
average?
iced tea, and I don't normally.
No.
And I don't.
no,
No,
water, like plain
like
water,
liter-
like clear.
Fucking clear water.
Every other day or so. And I
Are
know
you
that's bad.
serious?
Yeah, and I keep in mind I understand nutrition. I know it's bad.
Every other day?
Dude, I go through a case of water a week. And just on myself.
I drink almost a gallon of water a day.
Yeah, me too.
The thing that I need to do is I need to start going back and taking care of myself. That's really what it's about.
He's
I-
Like
calling, I think.
masturbating?
Oh,
that
he's-
works.
Angel's back.
It's, a good,
It's exercise.
That's it is. It's a workout.
Angel, what's up, man?
It's
Hey,
a
what's up,
win-win.
guys?
All right, first off, why did you have to call us back?
I had to move my car.
You had to move
Okay,
your
so
car.
so
Okay.
so Angel, I want to know how you lost. Was it 80 or 90 pounds?
90.
A little bit more than 90 pounds.
And
for you.
okay, so you were a fat ass motherfucker. How did you do that?
I switched over from drinking a shit ton of soda to water. I started walking. Changed the way I ate. So changed portion sizes and just changed my overall way of living.
How can we
And then I
help Jack?
started,
Okay.
doing a lot of like skating and stuff like that.
Skating. Well, Jack is not going to go skating right now. Well, how do you think that we can help Jack to slim down or whatever he needs to do?
Well, right now, just portioning everything that he's eating, because I mean that Mountain Dew is not helping him anything. I love you, Jack. I consider you a homie, but yeah, that high sugary stuff is not, the best thing to be having right now.
So Jack. I mean, what are you willing to do?
Well, I've kind of been thinking about it because honestly, seeing that 500 on that screen, because I didn't even look at it because I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna totally make this, but afterwards I saw the video and I was like, kind of shocked. I don't know if to really put that, and I know I'd gotten a little bit off the rails, but I didn't think I'd gone that far. Because at this point, if I understand things correctly, I weigh more than I ever have,
Right.
and
I mean, I see it in
That's
you.
probably-
And Jack, how old are you?
I am 35.
Dude, you're 35.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me be completely honest with you. And I love you, Jack. I do. And I want you to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
But I see you walk just from like the driveway up the driveway to your chair, and you're winded, man.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, honestly, last year, like, I could still walk around without being winded.
So you've had a big difference from last year till
Yeah.
now. Probably another 100 pounds or so.
I wouldn't say that. Probably like 60.
60.
So,
But I mean, you're 35 years old, Jack.
yeah.
I mean, it's like the older you get, the harder I'm sure it's going to be to even like to do anything about this.
Fuck yeah, it is.
It gets harder every year. It really is just about a lifestyle change. And I've done the lifestyle change before, so I know what needs to be done. It's doing it. The problem I have is, or I've been having is, I know I can do it. And so that kind of makes it harder because I can just push it off.
Yeah, but you're getting to 35. And let me put this in like a medical term that sounds completely ridiculous. But you're 35. You're on the backside of your testosterone and all that drive and everything that's in your life, and you don't have. And it's going to be harder and harder for you to find that drive.
Oh yeah, trust
to get to the gym and do stuff like that.
Yeah, so I need to get back on my lifestyle change. Otherwise, I'm gonna die. Like I already know that.
But the one thing that you
What area do you live in?
I live in a secret location.
Okay, you're really not gonna. I was trying to find you a gym buddy.
No, I live in West Covina. Actually, I prefer solitude when I work out.
But will solitude get your ass to the gym?
No,
but people.
No, you don't need
people
solitude.
Support will.
I think we need to get you
a good team, man.
What was that? What was that, Angel?
Good support. Like honestly, I don't know if you guys know that club, the Rum Runners.
Right.
Like I don't work out with anybody, and we're just like supporting each other and like sharing our runs and running with each other. Like honestly, you don't have to do it with anybody, but if you get a team like how I've run with these guys, I've gone with my friend who's on American Ninja Warrior. People Ninja, just going with a team so you don't have to do it by yourself.
I mean, it's not even working out. It's just literally getting up and walking out your front door and taking a small little walk and increasing it every week. You know what I mean?
think he needs a buddy.
I'll tell you,
I'm
Jack.
at the point where it's pain again. That's the problem I'm having.
But you have to do it. You have to power through that pain. Otherwise, you're just going to...
Yeah, but you, Jack, you do realize that you're big enough where if you just if you modify your eating, that you'll lose weight on its own.
But I still need to work out. You don't have to work out in conjunction with eating right, but it helps a lot.
Oh, of course it does. But I'm just saying until you get past that pain,
But yeah, my working out is vastly different from everyone else's. Me just walking is a
workout.
fuck ton of energy.
Yeah. Well, we can tell when you walk from your.
So yeah, like what I need to do is I need to get back on it. I need to bring back Watch Jack lose.
Yeah, but I need to and are you are two different things.
Well, I think the one thing we could do to help him would be like to maybe pitch it on a Fitbit or something. We could actually track his progress
publicly.
Yeah,
I think
that's
great. You know what? What kind of phone do you have?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What kind
Track
of
Jack?
Track Jack.
No. It's already called Watch Jack.
No. Track
You're
Jack.
saying we put a monitor on this motherfucker that everybody can log into and watch
and see where I'm at any given time.
And we start texting his ass.
No,
he's not moving.
It doesn't track your location.
It doesn't track your location.
wanting the microchip and all that. I don't think
but it was before I realized everyone was going to see where I'm at.
No, it doesn't track
It doesn't
where
track
you're
your
at.
location, only your movement.
Yeah.
It just tracks, like,
Only your
Your
movement.
steps.
It tracks
and
what you
shit.
do.
And, you know,
Okay.
if you had any cardio
Well,
that day, or your
they
blood
yeah.
pressure and stuff.
Okay.
And this doesn't mean that you attach the thing to
Well,
a fucking
people can
cat.
follow my progress. I am on. I have to basically log back into it, but I am on
think
my.
that's a great
I
idea.
think we need to pitch in, get you a freaking
I am
Fitbit.
super down for that. We
Yeah.
should
I
have
think
a
we
Radio
get Jack-
Underland
Do you need
Fitbit.
help with meal preps?
Yeah, if you want to make me food, sure.
I can totally do that.
No, and legit, like, you know what's even cool about the Fitbit is there's Fitbit challenges, so you can compete and like with your friends, like you legit encourage each other, and like
Or humiliate in this case.
no
from the
it would
people
be
watching him.
encouragement. No, because that would encourage him to get up and start moving.
Okay, but Aaron was saying there's a lot of people who right now are, especially in the hub, who are exercising and going to the gym and whatnot. And like, I just moved into an apartment complex and it's got like 3 gyms or something like that. So the Pixies are all going to start going together. We're all going to start working out. You're more than welcome to
Even
join
Eddie
if you
said
want.
that most of their club members
Yeah.
have Apple Watches and share their workouts.
We have lip skills. But what I was thinking was if we're going to do his public, you were talking about the
Fitbit challenge.
Fitbit challenges with your friends. Well, why
I'm
don't
super
we all
down
do
for
it?
that. I got a Fitbit.
I don't have a Fitbit. I used to.
I don't know.
I mean,
got an Apple
if
Watch.
we can get a Fitbit, then do if you've got one. Cool. I know you can buy them off like Craigslist and stuff like that because people don't want them anymore. So you can get them hella cheap. We should do an actual hub, like
Fitbit
challenge.
Executive producer.
And it's legit
You
just
should do like a SC hike somewhere too. We
yeah,
all
and
together
it's
go on a
legit
hike.
just like
Oh,
all it
Cash
really
used to do
does.
Oh, I
that.
like that
Where's-
idea.
where's
I
our-
might go
does
outside
is
if it's with
counts
you
your
guys.
steps. So it you win challenges by your step count.
I think that's a great idea.
So, Aaron, in addition to the green screen, we need Fitbits.
Okay.
No, I'm the executive producer. I'm sorry.
But Aaron, if you'd like to buy them for us too,
Okay. Everybody's throwing out good ideas, and good ideas are all fun and games until
No, I
they
think
actually.
the Fitbit thing is actually
the
a
rubber
great
meets the
fucking
road.
idea.
I think we need a group, and maybe the Fitbit and everything. Everybody, accountability is everything. It's hard for me, and here comes my excuse, because I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday when the days that most of y'all have time. But I think even without me, I think we need to have a team that's going out on Saturday mornings, taking hikes around the Los Angeles, Orange County area.
Did he say morning?
Roxy doesn't
10
do
o'clock,
mornings.
10 o'clock.
No, morning's better.
And we need a subdivision of people and somebody to take charge on that to actually do like a fitness group that goes out for a walk. And I know there's different levels. Like, I guarantee you right now, and I don't mean this to sound like an asshole, but Jack can't go on a 5-mile walk right this town.
I can't go on a 5-mile walk.
But we could find some people, and but I think we need to start working on every Saturday, having a group of people getting together in a watch Jack lose fitness kind of
Okay,
thing.
so there's
and work
okay,
it
so
out.
there's this thing called hiking with friends. We can have our own version of it where it's just walking with our friends and we just plan a location. They do it through Facebook. It's the same thing.
Now, will we be segregated against anybody based on what patch they wear
No.
on Sundays?
Well,
That's what I want to
Ohana
know.
means family.
No.
No. I actually have a Facebook group called GTFO. Just get the fat off.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's get.
That's what I thought it
yeah.
was.
But
Get the
it's
fat
get
off.
the fat off. It's like a health and fitness group that me and a bunch of my friends were using a while ago, and we stopped using it, and it's basically been sitting there empty. I can put the link in the hub, and we can all use that as our club hub, social club, fucking, get the fat off. Like, why not?
You can set up at local parks too. Just
Yeah.
go perimeter. Just that's
I think we need to
of-
get something together for people that are in the different areas of their quest. and the
Old people
different-
do it at the mall.
And it
They go
doesn't
to the
have to
mall
be
like
Saturday
early
in the
morning and
mornings
walk
before-
around the
yeah.
mall, and
Like-
they go hard.
Yep.
Jake, I'm kind of with you. Saturdays are bad for me. Like, I have Skylar on Saturdays, but
Okay.
but during the week,
Because you said Saturdays are bad, I'm like, what the fuck do you have going on Saturdays? But okay.
look, I got shit going on.
Yes, you
Okay,
do. Yes,
I
you
moved
do.
down
Yes, you
here. I got
do.
all kinds of social stuff. I got work. I got kid. I got all. Anyways,
And
but
by the way, for everybody that doesn't really give a or cares or doesn't care.
everyone cares.
Everyone cares. Roxy has moved from the Bay Area to beautiful Southern California. So we get to see her bouncing boobs more regular.
You're totally not showing my bouncing boobs,
Jack, you freaking gay ass motherfucker.
Fuck.
Jack, you missed it.
I missed what?
Boobs.
It's not the same now. She has to do it a second time. It's not like it's not authentic anymore.
Bouncy as it was before.
But I think that's something, yeah, and I'll tell you what, when
Minus
we're
the
talking about
churros.
the social club community and like needs in the social club community as a whole, for all patches, not just selective patches, and whether they're involved in a lawsuit or not, but I'm talking about the family as a whole. There's been needs for certain things. Like I've had certain members come up to me and say that they are recovering alcoholics. And I totally understand and respect where they're coming from. And I think that there's more than just a few people out there that are in the same boat. And I think that we should have days designated with meetups where even if people from the outside of the Alcoholics Anonymous group want to come and hang out, they understand that this particular meetup of friends and family is alcohol free because it's designated for people that suffer from alcoholism. And I think that's something that we should do. And
can
it
do
doesn't
that.
matter what patch is on your back or any of that kind of stuff. I think it's something that needs to be done. And I think regarding alcoholism, regarding fitness, I mean, there's enough of us out there that we can support each other in more ways than what we're doing right now.
In the comments, somebody had actually a great idea. Since we love the park so much, why not on our days, maybe during the week for some of us or the weekend for some others who don't have time during the week, meet up at the parks.
Yep.
That's true. You guys can walk around the parks, have a course set out. Everybody knows the parks, and if somebody can only go like 1 mile or half a mile and stop, I mean, we've got benches everywhere.
Then they
You guys-
stop and ride a ride.
Yeah, you guys could totally work out a workout at the parks.
You know, we've got the club hub, we've got the social clubs at Disneyland thing. It doesn't, even if you're not in a club and you know you're just one of the, I don't know, what do we call them, groupies, hanger-ons, whatever. We're a community, and you know we should evolve and act like a community. I mean, we basically all love each other, most of us.
For the most part.
So I figured out a way that I could go on such hikes. So if you were to look right now at the at our screen,
We're not fucking carrying you, Jack.
just hear me out.
No.
Is that what it got?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're fucking too heavy to do that shit.
No, we would just need like 20 people.
We need more than 20 people.
Don't you
dude.
have like prospects?
Jack, no, we don't have prospects.
White rabbits
we
don't
do
have
that.
prospects, except
And-
Josh Howard, because he's coming back for like the 3rd time, and
Okay,
he's gonna have
no,
he's gonna have a little
legit.
prospect action.
Jack, you
Agreed.
need to use your legs in order to lose weight.
And no Taco Bell.
You know,
like,
I'm just saying I would help everybody.
Eddie's
else
saying
out.
start off
No,
walking around a high school
That's
track.
not helping you, Jack. That's helping everyone else but
It is
yourself.
helping me because at that point I can't walk.
Well, maybe a college track. Maybe you
Like,
want
we
to do
could
a
even
college
go
track
to a
as opposed to a high
college
school
track.
track.
high school track.
What
is
the
quarter
fuck
mile.
is the difference between a high school track and a college track?
Well, I was gonna say the fact that there are high school kids at high school as opposed to at a college.
Do we really have to worry about that? Yeah, Brandon. I guess if you're inclusive of the whole social club community, then we do have to worry
Well,
about
I mean,
that.
you got like fucking 30 guys that are over 40 walking around some fucking high school with the
Why
kids
can't we
around
do it
and
at
shit.
Disneyland? Why can't we figure out a
I
quarter
thought that
mile,
was a good time.
I was just commenting
quarter
on the high
mile
school
route.
thing, that's all.
and treat it just like a high school track and go in there and walk?
You know what? Do it like a ride thing. Go to first Disneyland side and go like the furthest north. Say take a ride in Roger Rabbit or whatever the fuck's far up there.
No, you can't let your heart rate go down. But I guarantee you, there's
Sure
a
you can.
track
No,
that
you
we,
can't.
that we could
That's
work
not how you
out.
lose weight.
There's a track that we could work out that would circle DCA or Disneyland. Probably DCA because there's going to be less blackout dates coming up. But I'm sure that there's a track that we can figure out if it's a half mile or a mile.
They've
and
got a
just
bunch
keep
of
doing
them
it.
online already.
Well, we basically
There is?
we
Yeah,
basically
people
know
have already mapped it out. And
we
it'll tell
basically
you
know what the
where to go
5K.
and-
Anybody that's done a 5K there knows what the route is. That's pretty easy.
I never done a 5K.
Yeah, they're pretty. It's pretty easy to
But-
remember. I've done a couple.
Right next to the park, we actually have like actual parks that are walking parks.
Well, then we can do that.
Who's we, Jack?
Is there a mouse in your pocket?
Just checking.
No worries.
But no, for real, Jack. Like, we're down to help you. You just
Yeah.
have to be down to help yourself.
There are actually a lot of people in West Covina that say they're gonna come out and help you.
Yeah, I did see a lot of comments.
Oh,
Actually.
did we really?
Yeah, there was a.
Was there workout partners
And it-
in West?
and it
They live in
wasn't
West
just
Covina. And
Stan.
what gym membership do you have?
I have Planet Fitness.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
most people
everybody
have.
has Planet Fitness, and if not, it's like $10
Yeah.
to sign up.
I have the $20 pack.
All right,
Okay, you don't
are we
have to
just
have
going
the
to talk
$20
about this and never do anything? Or are we really going to do this?
Down to do it. I'm already doing it.
Okay,
I
so
have Planet Fitness too, and if you have a $20 membership, you can go to any freaking Planet Fitness
and bring a
Yep.
friend.
All right,
and bring a friend for
first
free.
let's start
And get
with
massages.
First, let's start with the
Whoa,
walk day in the
wait,
parks.
Wait, what? What? Massages?
What day are we going to do the walk day in the parks?
I'll go into the hub and I'll post the group that I was talking about, and then we can use that group to plan everything. And then anybody that's not interested doesn't have to see it in the hub and SC club and blah 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 blah.
It might be a good
we'll
like
have to
mid.
share the link in the hub.
It
though,
might be
for
a
them
good.
to see
It might be a
I
good
do
like.
have the Watch Jack Lose page.
Okay, it might be a good like midweek thing, like Thursday afternoons they meet up and,
Yeah, like
and
in
walk
the
5 miles or
evening.
something.
Like in
I'd
the
be down for
evening
that.
for a Thursday walk at the parks.
So Jack,
We're definitely gonna get this done though.
I'm implementing a Tuesday rule
What's the Tuesday roll?
for you. While you're
Water.
here, you're
Water.
drinking nothing but water,
Okay.
and you will have no form of any junk food, regardless if Aaron brings tacos, any shit that he brings that's not
That's
healthy.
true.
You won't be.
Are tacos really that bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fried.
Especially when he makes
No, tacos aren't fried. Oh,
Yes,
Aaron's tacos are
tacos are
fried.
fried.
Tacos are fried, but yes, tacos are bad.
Sorry.
carbs.
Tell you what, I can bring you meal preps if you want,
There you go.
but you have to pay for them.
But Tuesdays, but on
That's
Tuesdays.
some teamwork. That's some teamwork.
Tom, we could take it a step further. We could say that nobody drinks like soda, Gatorade, juice, stuff like that.
I drink water.
Yeah, your
got
booze
water.
is good.
Green whiskey is fine.
Your Pete's pickle juice
But no
is totally.
sugar, no sugar shit like soda.
That's candy.
But no, I mean that's not a bad idea though,
This
right?
is
You're either
whiskey.
drinking booze or you're drinking water.
Listen, I got
And
the.
legit, for us sitting here, we should probably already have drank at least 2 bottles of water.
Yep.
At least.
I mean, I have the
Two
grill.
bottles. Okay, so-
And I have the regular grill. I have the flat grill. We can do plenty of prep out. We have our chef.
Yeah, people are saying we should include Apple Watch people somehow, and I'm in the Apple Watch brigade, I guess. So basically, I think this is something we're going to do legitimately, where we're going to come out with a group that is based on fitness somehow. And I think that we should have a meetup for this, specifically for this. I think it should be a meetup once a week where people go into the parks. I mean, people have to exercise on their own. That's without that's without a given. But I think they should meet up once a week at the parks, maybe on a Thursday evening or something, and walk a track together and just support each other, communicate with each other, and actually support each other in losing
You guys, I can do that now.
She's so excited.
Roxy is in charge of that.
And Jack, I will tell you, if you want to work out at Planet Fitness, I will come drive to where
Same.
I will come drive
Same.
to where you want to go, and
Missy,
I'll go with
you
you.
live like an hour and a half away from West Covina.
She got hard on that shit
Listen.
too. Same.
I'll do it. To
Bingo,
have-
bitch.
he's fucking 500 pounds. That's like 5 of me.
Yeah, we gotta fix this,
We gotta fix this.
or we ain't gonna have no person.
One Missy.
Hold on, I can't hear you with the microphone, Nathan.
We don't need 5 more.
He said we have enough of
He
one
said we
missing.
have enough with 1 Missy. We don't need 5 more.
All right. I mean, I see people in the comments commenting about how much weight they need to lose, and you know this is really something that transcends any patch or any whatever nonsense that we're engaged in. Anybody that wants to be healthy, we're gonna work out something. We're gonna work it out for legit, and and you guys can join up, and we can do walks and do whatever.
The competitive.
If it was
I
a
think that-
Thursday, I could actually go. Even though I have to drive like an hour and 45 minutes to get to the parks, if it's on a Thursday, I can do it. That's my one of 2 nights a week that I have left free. So we can definitely do that. Well, so we're gonna work on something. So we're gonna post about that in the Club Hub, Facebook group. And maybe we can post about it on Radio Underland for anybody else that listens that happens to have a Disneyland patch and SC Social Clubs at
Clubs at
Disneyland.
Disneyland group, the Club Hub, Radio Wonderland, and then
All the official, all-inclusive groups that are out there.
all of the official all-inclusive groups. Absolutely.
Yep. Burr.
Wow, not segregated by
And
anything.
each week we
by
can
patch
look
or
up a
anything.
route at Disney and do that route. Change it up.
Yeah. And I think at Disneyland, because it's so concentrated, we can do walks that are 1 lap is a mile, and you can stop there. Other people want to go for 5 miles. I think this will be really cool. I bet you Disney will shut it down because we'll have too many people showing up. I bet that's what's going to happen.
They're
Brandon.
not going to be mad at having too many people show up. That's money in their pocket, first of all.
Yeah, but they're not going to be buying churros.
It doesn't matter if they're buying churros.
It's
They
a
bought the
churro-based economy, Brandon.
pack. They could be buying pins and other commodities like
Water.
water.
Speaking of economy, what's the lottery's like 100 million right now?
Yeah, we need to stop for quick picks or mega,
I know.
whatever it is.
We need to
Is he
start
getting
lottery
drawn
shit.
tonight?
Tomorrow, it's like, I don't know. How much is it, Vanessa?
We need to start doing a pool when it gets up like that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Radio
agree.
Underland pool.
Listen, 300 million splits 10 ways, just fine.
Splits 100 ways
yeah,
just
yeah.
fine. Are you kidding me?
Fuck yeah, it does.
100 ways, 3 million a pop.
We have plenty of attorney fees.
Yeah, no kidding.
Why? We would just fucking pay the judge. Allegedly.
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 All right, I'll tell you what. Right now, we're going to be back shortly. But because I've been drinking,
You gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
I gotta pee. Forrest.
So we're gonna take a quick, 5-minute break, and we'll be back. Not even 5 minutes. Probably
Quick
less
break,
than
quick
that.
break.
But we'll be back.
I'm gonna go get some water for me and Jack.
Jack,
That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to love it. Oh, my love. You were taking you back to the old school. 1,000 kisses from you and never too much. And baby, all my love's for you, girl. I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love. A million days in your eyes is never too much. Oh, baby, never too much, never too much. And I just don't want too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Somebody make some noise out there. I want to feel you up here. Come on. Yeah, yeah. I woke up today, look at your picture just to get me started. Girl, I called you up, but you one day and I was broken hearted. I hung up the phone, came too late about the Sunday night. Opened the door to my sweet Monday when you started. Who needs to go to the side for another partner? I'd rather be with you 'cause you made my heart screaming. I love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I'm winning. We come a long way, and this is only the beginning of my love. Oh, baby, all my love's for you, girl. 1,000 kisses from you and never too much. And baby, taking you back, yeah, we're taking you back. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love. A million days in your eyes is never too much, never too much, never too much. Hey, I just don't wanna too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Hey, come on. Hold on a minute. Can you put your hands together for Jeff on the guitar tonight? I want to know one thing. Where's all my old school people that make some noise? Are you feeling us out there tonight? Are you ready? Let's take them back a little bit, y'all. Whoa, whoa. Break that. Come on. you do, when I do my love to you. Everybody, come on, say, do I do what you do when I do my love? A little Stevie for your soul, that's right. Party people. When I sing on a string, I hold on, think it's sweet. When you stand, then in the crowd, your love talks to me so loud. But do I do what
Do.
I do? I love you.
All right, people. We're coming back. I'm not too sure what, but we're coming back right now. We had to take a bio break. A bio break. When you're on a big show and everybody has the headsets on and the comm, they call it a bio break. That is the politically correct term for calling a break to go take a shit or piss. Bio break. So Roxy, hold on. Grab that microphone, Rox. Roxy, how long have we known each other? Hold on, your mic's on. Yeah, now it is. Hold on, no, there it is. Roxy, how long have we known each other?
4 years.
4 years in the social club community.
Why am I wearing these?
I don't know. There's nothing to really hear, so you don't have to. You just have to talk into that mic. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let's
4
get
years.
4 years.
Yep.
Yeah, pull it close.
Is that better?
Yeah, pretend it's a dick, but don't swallow it. I know.
So mean to
That's
me.
horrible, right? So it's been 4 years?
Yeah, it's been 4 years.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we've been doing this like Disneyland Social Club thing long enough that I have known you for 4 years.
I know, right?
Through Disneyland.
Monday is actually my club's 4-year anniversary Disney trip.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yep. But yeah, 4 years. Phone crew.
So let me the phone crew.
Phone crew?
Yeah, remember that? Remember when somebody was like trying to make this like alliance of Disneyland social clubs and say that they couldn't drink in the park and that kind of stuff?
And we basically formed our own alliance on the phone against their alliance because their alliance was stupid. I remember.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
So we're back, and Tom is what, Jack?
What do you mean that they were stupid? I was on that group.
In what group?
Well, then you were stupid,
Who
Jack.
said they were stupid? Did you?
He just said it himself. So
I'm pretty sure I said it. I don't care.
We were trying. Okay, you're talking about all the older clubs.
I
With
know
all
what
of
you
the-
were trying to do it, and it just certain people in your group went about it in a way that people didn't like.
I gave her one earlier.
But the thing is, the problems we have now, had you guys had not split off and made it where basically the older groups were not running things, the problems we have now wouldn't have existed because.
All right, if we're going to talk about this, if we're going to talk about this, hold on, Roxy, what is a Disneyland social club? So the people that are listening that have never heard the show before, they understand what we're talking about.
A Disneyland social club is a group of people who have Disneyland in common. They get together, they go to the park, they do things outside the park, and they wear specific patches on their back that tells what club they're a part of.
Wow, it sounds so gay when it's actually explained in like a literal sense.
You mean happy and exciting because we're at Disneyland all dressed the same with a bunch of friends and family having an enjoyable
Oh yeah,
time?
it's gay. It's gay. That's for sure.
Whatever. What's wrong with being gay? No, but Jack, think about it this way. I totally agree with what you just said, but who are you hanging out with?
I'm hanging out with you guys now.
Yeah, I believe you're with the bad kids now.
Yes, I'm with what used to be the new clubs.
Yeah,
That's
now
true.
we're the old clubs.
True.
Yeah,
Very
actually, that's
true.
true.
Yeah, when you, because you were there like a whole 6 months before us, and we were the new clubs, and now we are the old clubs that are not allowed in the social club station.
Yeah. Oh, now. Oh my! It really did run full circle. Now we're the old clubs that the new clubs don't like how we're running stuff.
Are we really doing this?
I don't know what we're doing.
I was hoping we weren't going
This
this
is all
direction,
so
but here we
bland.
are.
No, I don't know what we're talking about.
I'd rather
No,
not give
I'm just saying
recognition.
it's like the circle of life. Okay, the Lion King taught it to us. It's like the circle of life.
It's the circle of life.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, I guess there was a sponsor thing that I never got to. Shout out to our sponsors, Cotton Candy Nightmare, which you guys hear me say on the show all the time. And Cotton Candy Nightmare is.
Who's got the
Roxy.
remote?
Wait, are you wearing the shock collar?
She got hit with that.
Why are you wearing it?
I was playing with it because I didn't get. I
Take it on that stand and just hold it.
I didn't get to be here the week that you guys were doing it.
I wasn't
so
here either.
Steph had it, and I wanted to play.
That's what happens. You steal one of the host seats. You're in the hot seat now, motherfucker.
Fine. No, it's fine. It's good. It's cool. I'll just. No big deal.
Yeah.
So shout out to our sponsor,
Me.
Yes.
Cotton Candy Nightmare, for all of your patch and sparkly bullshit. Unicorn.
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. That's when the
Exactly.
Tennessee honey is starting to kick in. Unicorn.
Hey. Oh my God! What number was that?
100.
Straight to the top.
And Roxy is jumping around right now because somebody is holding a remote control dog collar and shocking her as we talk.
Yeah, it's what I get for stealing Tom's seat.
Okay.
I got that for free in the mail.
Through your Amazon.
Yeah, like I would actually fucking put that thing around my dog's neck. Who the hell
no.
does that?
No way.
Yeah, that's what
That
they're
is
made
so
for.
cruel.
I would never do that to my dog.
And next
Dude,
week.
I defriend and block people for putting terrible shit.
Okay, I'll tell you what. This week, some asshole messaged me and said, "Oh, thanks for posting up my birthday." And I'm like, "Listen, fool, I didn't see your birthday. You want to know why? Because you were posting people with a dog in China with a blowtorch, torching a live dog, and I
that
blocked your
asshole.
ass. I don't want to see that stuff."
Yeah, it kind of trumps everything right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's freaking Facebook, and I know there's things out there that happen that are brutal in this world, but I don't want to click onto Facebook and see like a dog being burnt alive.
Yeah, because pets are not
There was
food.
another one with a fire too. Somebody
cows
with
are.
people catching on fire.
Yeah, I saw that
chickens.
too.
Oh yeah. No, the person.
Oh, I saw that. I
a
scrolled right
tire.
past it.
Where was that?
Inside of
Oh.
a tire. He was like on fire.
Yeah.
And shout out to Main Creep USA or Main Creeps USA, or there's like 4 Main Creep USA pages, and I'm friends with like 3 of them.
I'm taking the thing off.
But these Main Creep pages, it's like
can't
a
as long as you're in
no-holds
my
barred. It's like a no-holds-barred meme page where they can post anything they want. But I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, I saw something earlier this week where they're lighting a human on fire in a tire, and I'm like, I don't want to see this.
But it was a whole bunch of people on fire. Like it was like a compilation of people getting lit on fire.
And there was background music.
I
didn't turn on the volume.
Like, so somebody
I
actually-
What is
right
what
past
is the
it.
soundtrack for lighting people on fire?
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I think that might have been what it was, actually. Now that I think about it.
No, but legit, like I don't want to see that shit. I'm not okay with it.
sounds good, right?
And you're literally gonna come to us and be like, you didn't do a shout out for my birthday, motherfucker. I'll never do a shout out for you ever.
I don't
again
even know if I'm
because of
friends
that
with
shit.
said
Like,
person anymore.
I'm just saying, like I will not.
So many people blocked that person.
I'm just saying
So
I
many.
won't.
So Roxy, now that
Is
you're
this
going to
a shock cam? Assholes.
so Roxy, now that you're in the area like regularly, are you going to take a regular role on the show as something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I say we make Roxy our news girl.
Our entertainment correspondent.
I thought,
I think that works.
but I thought that was Tom's job.
I can assist.
I don't want to take your job.
Have you
I
listened-
took your seat.
Have
Wait,
you?
does that mean she's gonna go to like remote locations and ask strange people questions?
Oh, I
Yes.
think we should definitely give Roxy a camera and a list of questions and have her out on the street.
Like our media person. I don't know what they
Live
would be
on the
called.
streets.
Live on the streets.
Oh, I could totally do that.
That would be a great fucking
That
segment.
would be
that'd be-
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like anywhere live on the streets.
absolutely.
Somewhere Republican.
Orange County, all of Orange County.
Where she lives.
Preferably. You know what I mean? Some 65-year-old lawyer. Something like that.
So Jack
Thanks.
and the Black Man's Adventure, we did all that. Okay, so I've got a story to talk about. Steph,
Yes, sir.
so there was a dean of schools that shot a student in the head for not selling enough weed.
That was at Boston English, right?
Say that again.
Wait,
I know
wait.
it came off the Boston AP.
You sound like the headline of some fake news channel right now.
No,
what are you talking
no,
about?
It was
Say
the
it
Boston
again.
Globe.
Say it again.
No, it's real deal shit.
Boston. This happened in Boston.
Say that
Yes, sir.
again. Say the.
So there was a dean, and the students referred to him as Rev for Reverend.
Okay.
He was the dean of a college?
Yeah, well, let me just read it. Hang on. Let me get my mic out of the way. Let me pull it down so I can actually see. They're shocking each other in the background. This is good stuff.
Oh.
I think Brandon just got shocked, and he's having a hard time over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so a former high school dean known as an anti-violence advocate was convicted Thursday of shooting and nearly killing a student he had recruited to sell marijuana for him. Sean Harrison, 58 years old.
Weed?
58 years old, was found guilty of all charges, including armed assault with intent to murder by Suffolk Superior Court jury in its second day of deliberations. So there's this principle.
2 days. Guilty.
Yeah, 2 days to figure that out.
Shit.
We don't play in Boston.
So he was the
this.
dean of some college and was recruiting kids to sell weed for him?
Was it
Boston-
college or high school?
High school.
Boston English High School. It's one of the
I
top,
believe-
High school.
it's one of the top prep schools in the state.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently,
that's a bold
apparently on
move.
the day of the shooting, the pair arranged to meet at a gas station where Harrison was supposed to hand over some drugs. Harrison shot the student in the back of the head and fled on foot. Prosecutors said the bullet entered Rodriguez's head under his right ear. It just missed his carotid artery,
Carotid
carotid
artery.
broke his jawbone, and caused nerve damage and hearing loss. So here we go.
He's all fucked up.
We have this story
That
about
sucks
a
ass.
dean who the students referred to as the Reverend, that was hiring students to sell weed.
And he shot one of them because he didn't sell enough weed.
There's a meme in there somewhere.
That's some Nino Brown shit right there
Who the fuck's Nino Brown?
from New Jack City.
really?
New Jack City.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's too blackface for you.
And the only reason why the kid was saved is Rodriguez, the kid that was shot, said he was saved by occupants of a passing car who called 911. Bruce Carroll,
They saved
Harrison's
that kid's
attorney.
life, man.
Yeah. Now, can you believe that? You know, Harrison shoots a kid for not selling weed, and there's still an attorney to pick up a piece of shit that claimed to be a reverend hiring students to sell weed. There's still an attorney that would pick him up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I got to say something. John Adams actually defended the redcoats involved in the Boston Massacre because there was no other attorney in the land that would take their case, and he felt that everybody deserved the right to a vigorous defense. But
Peppermint Patty, what?
yeah, so yeah, you know, I mean, there are people that will take unscrupulous cases. The difference between our second president and Miss Peppermint is that he actually had a winning argument, and he didn't have to lie or misrepresent facts before the, I guess, king's, you know, judge at the time or whatever it was. But so yeah, we're in a much different situation now than they were. But you know, I do have to kind of tip my hat to someone that is willing to give a vigorous defense without having to cross those kinds of lines.
Let me ask you a question, Brandon, because you're much more educated in the realm of law than me myself. Is there any repercussions out there for attorneys that pick up a client when they know that their client is lying?
I mean, generally speaking, an attorney has the ability to be justifiably reliant on the information that they're given to their attorney by their client, but they also have a responsibility to do due diligence to follow up on those facts and make sure that they're accurate. If it can be proven that the attorney knew that it was a baseless claim, then theoretically there may be a malicious prosecution claim that could go in, sanctions, whatnot.
How could you prove that?
Well, one thing would be if she was clearly aware that there was some sort of perjury in another case that was closely related to
Like
this
unclean hands.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. And she was, or he was well aware of the fact that the client was misrepresenting some critical fact that would make a serious difference in the case.
Like something like random, like extortion or something like that.
You know, not being able to settle on specific details that are rather important with the case, hypothetically, theoretically.
So an attorney representing a person like that could actually get into trouble themselves.
Theoretically.
What kind of trouble would they be able to get into?
I mean, I couldn't speak into every specific, but there could be sanctions, including financial. There could be recommendations to the bar. I mean, it just depends on.
Now, would
how
it just
deep
be
it
the
goes.
attorney or possibly the attorney and the practice that they represent?
That is something I'm not 100% sure. It would depend on how complacent the other individuals were in the conspiracy to file said frivolous action or unjustified action.
Just a random tangent. I just was curious.
Hypothetically. Allegedly.
Hypothetically. Hey, I didn't name anybody. I'm just, I'm just asking questions.
I like Charlie Brown. It was a good show.
Yeah, but Peppermint Patty was a fucking cunt.
No comment.
She was pretty rude.
She was pretty
She
mean
was.
on that show.
Pretty
She was mean.
She was always mean to Charlie
mean.
Brown.
Just saying.
No. You guys are thinking about Lucy.
Oh yeah, that
Peppermint
might be
Patty.
Patty was the one that looked like a boy that had the big
I have a personal beef with Peppermint Patty.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
and always wore the green striped shirt and had the red hair.
She was the one that always hung around with that one girl,
Sally.
Sally.
Was she lesbian? I'm pretty sure she was lesbian.
No, it was the girl with the glasses. Yeah. She always hung out with that one girl with the glasses.
Did she hang out with a big ass motherfucker like Odor from? No, that's a different show. I'm confusing like Peppermint Patty and the Peanuts and Lord of the what? Not,
Lord of
what
the
is
Rings?
it? Lord of the Rings and Odor. I'm confusing a bunch of shit, but never mind. Let's just
That was
continue.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Hodor.
It was D.B. Baggins that was from Lord of the Rings.
That's where I fucked up. You're absolutely right. So yeah. Anyway, so there's this dean of this school, a high school, that actually shot a. Was he a student or a former student?
No, he was a student, and he had met to make a deal, and allegedly he didn't have. Well, not allegedly, he was convicted. The guy didn't have enough money, and he shot him in the back of the head. And then the defense attorney's big argument was when the police arrived and asked who was it, he had initially claimed that he didn't know. The dude just got shot in the head. I'm sure there was a lot of things he couldn't quite think of at that particular moment in time.
So the defense's biggest argument was that the person that was shot didn't know who shot him.
Until later. Later, he was able to identify him. But initially, whenever the police first arrived, bullet in the head, bleeding, he couldn't say it was the dean.
Did they at least have a time and date when this incident happened?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that was well documented.
They didn't like narrow it down to it happened in some time in 1 month. They actually had a real time and date when this incident happened.
Apparently enough for a jury to convict.
So when somebody served the defendant with interrogatories, they had an actual date to say when this incident happened.
And a specific incident to draw from. Much like if you were in a car accident, you would be able to say at this day, at this time, this car accident.
I mean, they didn't narrow it down to 1 whole month?
Or 3 months.
They actually had a date.
And time.
And time. Wow, that's interesting. I'm just asking. I'm just talking about random shit. Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to know.
So what about this FBI agent, though?
The FBI agent.
All
Tom, did you see
I
the
could
story?
think of was Mason Gilbert
When you saw the FBI agent?
dancing, because I could see Mason doing some shit like that, just busting a move and a gun and doing like a office.
All
pump.
right. So here's the story, okay? Now, this is a ridiculous story. I think the headline should be is that law enforcement in Denver finally doesn't shoot a black man. But why? So there's this FBI agent. He's in Denver.
What's the picture I see on the screen? What am I
It's
looking
not
at?
what we're looking at. Ours is behind or something.
We even that's
Yeah, I
the
know
rev.
we have
That's
a delay,
the
but-
rev.
Oh, that was the guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's this FBI agent in Denver, right? And he's at a nightclub.
And he's off duty.
And he's off duty,
Yes.
but still armed. That's for damn sure.
Yes.
And he decides to start dancing on the dance floor. Now, what this FBI agent does, who is armed, decides to do a backflip on the dance floor. Now, what happens is, Tom, wait for it, because this is good. He does a backflip, and he's got one of those back of the pants holsters, like right in the small of the back.
Mm-hmm.
He does a backflip, and the gun comes flying out of his holster. Everybody sees the gun hit the floor. This guy goes to grab the gun, and when he grabs it, obviously he grabbed it by the trigger because it didn't go off when it hit the floor. It went off when he grabbed it, which means he grabbed it by the trigger, probably in excitement, probably drunk, and fires off a shot in the middle of this club and hits some guy at the bar.
In the leg. And I think there was a thing today that said that the bar offered him free drinks for life.
Yeah, the
Would you
victim
take
of the
that deal?
shooting.
They should have offered him some Kevlar.
Would you take that deal?
Free drinks for life? For getting
Yes.
shot in the
Where you
leg?
could just go. It wasn't critical or anything like that.
Oh, he just got shot in the leg.
He grazed him.
Jack, can we show the video? People are asking for the video.
Oh, you have the video? Can you show it? Yep. Yeah, I don't know
Free
when to
drinks
shut
for
up.
life. That's a good fucking deal.
Yep, by the club owner. They offered him free drinks for life.
Would you take a bullet, Steph, for
For free drinks for life?
free drinks for
Oh, I'd
life?
fucking live in that bar.
There he goes.
I'd never leave.
Bow.
Oh, he is playing the video.
Maybe he just wanted to do an office pop.
Yeah.
Play one more time, Jack.
He's got move for a white guy. Yeah, keep playing it, Jack.
I have no clue what he's doing right now.
That is called dancing as a white man.
Is that what it's
I'll watch this stuff.
Oh, bow. He picks it up and puts it.
It raises his hands up and
raise
says,
it up.
"Hey."
Just say it wasn't me. Huh? I didn't do it. Did you guys see that? Oh,
He's
so
got
My
them-
goodness.
It is like the
What I
Shaggy
like
emoji,
is he's dancing, and the whole crowd has like formed a circle around him to give him his own room to do his little crazy legs, whatever white
and he
dance that
shoots
is.
a guy in the leg for it.
And my thing is, obviously, he's probably going to get fired.
Why did he put his
He
hands
may
up at
have
the end,
charges from the local district attorney's office, they say.
though? No, they're not going to do that because it was obviously accidental.
Right.
No, it's
Oh, yeah,
negligence.
yeah,
If he was
sorry,
under the
yeah.
influence of alcohol, that could be criminal charges.
They're not
If he's
supposed-
under the influence of alcohol, and even if he has a concealed weapons permit,
they're not
FBI,
supposed- they're not
anything,
supposed to have their weapon.
How do they prove
If
it though?
alcohol-
He's law enforcement. Nothing's happening.
They took blood that night.
They
You
took an
think
alcohol
nothing's
test that
happening,
night,
Jack?
yes, sir.
Absolutely.
You think nothing's happening, Jack?
No, he's law enforcement. Nothing's going to happen.
Oh
He's
God,
FBI
just stop.
at a nightclub.
Let's
have-
not have this
guaranteed.
conversation.
I have to
I
agree
have
with
to
that.
admit, every
I
once in a
have to
while, they have
agree with
to throw one to the people if it's
And
that
I think
clear.
this is going to be one.
Yeah, this is
No, it
this
won't
is
be
that
this
much
one.
clear negligence.
They already
that something
threw
will
us
happen.
Bill Cosby. They're not going to throw this.
Truth.
He'll get
I
put
got nothing to that
on
one.
he'll get put on administrative leave, and he'll be in a post in fucking Alaska for
That's
Look,
what'll
next-
happen.
The person
8
that he
years.
shot accidentally, if we're getting this guy, that is messed up considering all the people whose lives we lost that didn't need to die, that we didn't get
That is
anything
true.
for. The people that were just in their backyard hanging out. Mm-hmm. People like that. And we're going to get this guy? No.
What are we talking about?
I think
I
we
don't
will.
even- I don't
I mean,
remember
there's
him
lots of
hanging
them.
out.
Tamir Rice,
He was running through backyards.
Tamir Rice was a fucked up situation.
Tamir Rice was a different person.
I know it was, but I'm just using him as an example.
That's
Another-
why they'll get this guy. Because
Nah.
it didn't show like the police beating up on anybody and stuff like that. They're gonna use this guy as like, oh, he accidentally
Make an
fired his
example
gun.
out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, it's not gonna be serious. It's not like he's gonna go to jail, but he's gonna lose his job.
Eddie's saying he shouldn't have been
Oh.
carrying.
See, that's the thing.
I thought they
it's-
always had to have their.
No, they do not. Not when there's alcohol involved. Can we get Eddie on the phone, Jack?
Discretion, right?
Yeah, but I thought with FBI, I thought
Eddie,
they had to
Eddie,
always have their
message
weapon.
Jack
But
because
the
No clue.
bar had a policy strictly no weapons because alcohol is involved. I mean, that's the one time that I could understand that you wouldn't want to have.
Yeah, but a cop could bring his gun into a bar. He's got a bar. Excuse me. He's got a CCW. They can.
They
not,
can
not
do
if
it.
it's specifically.
I want to hear from Eddie. I want to hear what the protocol is for alcohol and an officer carrying a weapon.
Can I just segue real quick while we're
Sure,
getting
go
ahead
ahead.
of to a hold of Eddie?
Eddie, message Jack.
In the Trello, perfect example of what
That's what
Jack
Eddie
was
said.
talking about was
Shouldn't
the
have been
family that
carried.
was awarded $4 as a judgment after their kid was killed. You know that's some fucked up shit.
Okay, what do you know about this story? I just pulled it up and it says family awarded $4 from police involved. Police involved civilian death. What happened, Brandon?
Yeah. So, I mean, just a real quick overview. The victim's name was Gregory Hill Jr. The police were called on him in 2014 because of a noise complaint. Pretty much what happened was a mother was picking up their child from a school which is across the street.
During the day?
During the day, yes. The mother was picking up the child from school, heard music coming from the guy's garage, and called the police as a noise complaint.
During the day, before
During the
10
day.
p.m., she's calling the cops about noise.
It doesn't have an exact
Okay.
time, but I assume this is probably between noon and 3 o'clock whenever kids would get out of school, maybe 4 at the latest. The police arrived and he opened the door, told him pretty much, without it being quoting, told him to fuck off, closed the door on him. The officers claimed that they saw a gun shot through the door.
So what? It's in his house. He can have a gun in his house.
They shot through his door 4 times and hit him 3 out of the 4 times, twice in the head, once in the abdomen. And
Oh, you know that's bullshit. There was no closed door. Was there holes in the door?
there was nothing in the article to say that.
Okay, so they're saying that they shot through a closed door
Right.
and tagged this dude 2 times in the head, 1 in the body?
Right, yeah, exactly. 3 times total out of 4 shots.
Okay, we know that's bullshit, right? Can we all agree that the cops were not randomly shooting through the door and caught him 2 times in the head and 1 in the torso?
And that was all before SWAT team arrived whenever they had been called.
My question is, why would they just shoot through the door because he had a gun in his house?
He's allowed to have a gun in his house.
They called on a noise complaint, so they should be there concerned about what the loud noise is that's bothering the neighbors, not what he has in his house or what he's doing in his house.
In most communities, there's not much you can do about it before 10 p.m.
They tell you to shut it down. Even if they tell you to shut it down, I don't understand what having a gun in the house has to do with them. I mean, that's a split decision. So what the guy just slams the door in their face and then they pop off 3 through the door or 4 through the door?
4 through the door, yeah.
And hit him 3 times just because, I mean, what?
'Cause they saw a
What's
gun?
the reasoning behind it? That's not enough.
Right.
Yeah, but
No,
seeing
that's
a
what I'm saying.
gun in
not
somebody's residence is not fucking illegal.
Not to do that. And
No.
Aaron said that they found the police 1% liable.
Yeah, so what that means is that after 10 hours of deliberation, the jury awarded $1 for funeral expenses, $1 for each child's loss. He had 3 kids, and the jury found that the officer was only the chief was only 1% responsible, meaning that the total payout was actually 4 cents. They got 4 pennies for their pain and suffering. And
That's an insult. The court should
To
actually
injury.
be.
Yeah, my dad's dead. Thanks for the
that's
penny.
just. They should have just done nothing. That's just a slap in the face to say, okay, here's 4 cents or $4
Is
or
that
whatever
where
they
we're at?
awarded.
Is that where we're at right now in this nation?
I guess it is.
Is that what we're about now? It's a sad fucking day.
That will slap. I mean,
Come on, there's got to be something else that we don't know here.
No, they say this is the quote from the article. After Newman knocked on the doors, the garage door opened, revealing Hill within the comfort of his own garage and home. Upon information and belief, Deputy Lopez indicated loudly that Hill had a gun, and then the garage door closed. Despite the door being closed, Newman fired his handgun approximately 4 times and killed Hill.
Approximately, they don't even really know how many times he fired his gun.
No, but he was hit 3 times, and then the SWAT team arrived and released chemical agents into the house before they realized that he was dead.
Garage door. So he tried to close the garage door on the cops.
And then they.
You know how hard it would be for somebody closing the garage door, moving around, and to fire 4 shots through a garage door and actually hit somebody?
In the head twice?
I'm going to say the door probably wasn't very far closed. Enough for it through the door? So the bullets weren't through the door? There's holes in the door?
But what was their justification? So what? That the man can have a gun in his home.
You would think so. And it was over a noise complaint. There was no allegations that he was intoxicated or otherwise belligerent or anything else. It says Hill, an African-American father of 3, was fatally shot in 2014 after a white sheriff deputy responded to a noise complaint. A mother picking up her child at a school across the street from Hill's home heard Hill playing music in his garage and called in the complaint.
That's just like this bitch. What's that girl where all the memes are going around where she went up to the African Americans and complained about them barbecuing?
I don't know.
That's New York, right?
They did allegedly find
Oakland.
an unloaded gun in his back pocket after they found his body, but the family is disputing that he would be walking around his house with an unloaded weapon.
Okay, you mean to tell me this guy, allegedly, by the police reports, is going to put an unloaded gun in his back pocket for no reason?
Apparently, that's what they claimed. They said that they found the unloaded handgun in his back pocket.
So they're trying to twist it that they saw a gun on him. I mean, that's where it's going to go.
Right.
They're going to go to where they saw a gun on him.
It's already there because they only gave him $4.
Right.
Now, who the fuck is going to carry around an unloaded gun
in their house and like point it towards a cop and close their door? It doesn't make any sense.
It does not make any sense.
There's no logic to it.
And this was where?
1 second, let me double check. I forgot.
Eddie's on the phone? All right, hold on. Let me get Eddie up because I want to know. Hey, Eddie, are you there?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Eddie. So if you're a law enforcement officer, and we don't have to go into your details, but I know that you know, what are the policies regarding drinking alcohol and being armed?
It's all discretionary. I mean, you really don't want to be carrying in a bar or a club type setting because there's so many people around you. Even when you do carry concealed, I mean, anything could happen. Somebody could get pushed, your firearm falls out, and then that's on you.
All right. So what do you think about this FBI guy doing a backflip and his gun flying out of his small of the back holster and going off in a club? What do you think about that?
I think he's an idiot, for one. I mean, in that situation, you probably don't need to have a round racked. He's probably carrying a Glock. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because there's no safety on a Glock, and if you had one in the chamber, it's ready to go. I don't know, man. It just sounds crazy. I mean, so do you think that this FBI guy? Do you think that he's going to face any actual charges, or do you think he's going to be totally let off?
I think he'll be terminated.
Do you think that you don't think that he'll be held criminally liable or civilly liable by maybe the medical bills for the guy he shot?
The FBI probably
I'm sure
will.
Definitely. He'll definitely be held liable, civilly. Criminally, I don't know if they're going to press that, but I'm sure he's going to be out of a job.
Yeah, but I guess that's the only job where you can accidentally shoot somebody. But, okay, I get that it was definitely an accident how he shot the guy.
Right.
But the problem is he was in a state of mind that thought he was okay to try and do a backflip in a fucking club with a loaded firearm on him. I mean that's just like you've got a firearm on you. Guess what I'm not doing? I'm not twerking. I've got a loaded firearm. I'm not going to twerk right now. And I'm sure as fuck not going to do a goddamn backflip in the club when I have a firearm on me.
Well, and that's the issue that I have. People say, "Oh, the Second Amendment's supposed to be for a well-trained militia."
You're
and
feeling
whatnot.
it today, aren't you? Huh?
And
very Second Amendment.
Yeah,
I'm always Second Amendment. First and second.
There you go. They claim that the law enforcement should be the ones that have firearms because they're trained and responsible. This is a perfect example. There was another situation where a guy was in a high school classroom, shot himself through the foot. I think he was a DEA agent, not FBI. But
see, in situations like that, I feel like you're not smart enough to carry a gun.
Right, but these are the ones that we, put in a pedestal to
I didn't
be
make
the
that
last
decision.
offense.
I didn't say, "Hey, okay, you passed the test.
Did you vote today?
Here's your gun. Go do some backflips."
Did you vote today?
Nah, man, I didn't vote.
Well,
Stefan doesn't believe in
I don't
elections.
vote. No, I don't vote. I believe that I'm so far down on the totem pole. Most of the rules and laws and regulations and shit they pass don't really filter down to me.
Have you ever read a book called 3 Felonies a Day?
No.
Dude, that is a legit point right there. There was a study that came out that said that the average American, now in California, we have the 3 strikes law, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a book that came out that said the average American commits 3 felonies a day
That sounds about right.
Without even knowing it.
without even knowing it, which is 3 felonies a day. That's 3 strikes. You're out, lifetime sentence, prison.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, that has to be violent felonies first of all.
That's why
It's not just
California has
regular
the
felonies.
highest.
Hey, a
prison
felony's a
population.
felony. I'll tell you what. I had an
No,
uncle.
they changed
I had
the
an
law.
uncle. I have an uncle that had 1 felony when he was younger, like lifting a car or something like that. And he happened to do something. I don't even know why. It's like he got pulled over for registration.
It has to be a strikeable offense. So it
But-
has to
but-
be an offense that you can actually give you a strike over. They can't just give you a strike on something like you stole ice cream from Stater
No,
Brothers.
but they were doing that up until like a couple years ago. Whenever we voted to change the law, the 3 strikes law, there were people
No,
that were still.
even your original case has to be a violent felony. You can't just get a strike for theft or
Wait a minute.
No.
It had to be violent?
a violent
Well,
felony.
then-
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
the original charge, the very first
Then
charge.
Jake's uncle got fucked.
Everything subsequent after that, they can just go back and say, okay, well, he had this violent felony, so now this felony is
Right,
considered
right.
violent as well. You know what I mean?
And the only
because
thing-
of his history.
And the only thing that they changed recently was that the 3rd strike couldn't be a nonviolent
Yeah.
offense, but the other 2, as far as I know, could just be regular felonies. Like they didn't have to.
Just
be
the
anything.
first one
Yeah,
has to
okay.
first one has to be violent.
I'll
Anything after
tell
that
you.
can
I'll
walk
tell you
away
what.
with.
I have an uncle, and I don't know the exact details, but I know when he was younger, I'm talking like high school, and he's like 68, 70 years old, and he got busted for lifting a car. And then later on in life, when he was like 58, 59, 60 years old, he got busted. For some reason, he got pulled over like a 7-Eleven parking lot, and he had a gun that was loaded. And some other thing, like he didn't do anything like violent, but he happened to have 2 items in his car that were felony. And they put him away on the 3 strike law.
And I think that's why there was such an outcry recently to change the law, because there were so many people that were getting caught up, and that's one of the reasons why California specifically, but our country, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I follow the statistics, and it's important to realize that we have the highest prison population in the world. There are more African Americans in prison now than were enslaved at the beginning of the Civil War. So
Who the fuck counts shit like that? How do you know that?
It's fact. And I'm not jumping on his bandwagon because we haven't had this conversation, but there are more people in prison in the United States than Russia, China, all
I'm
the
not
other major
debating that.
countries.
I'm not debating that. Only the correlation between slaves in the Civil War versus.
Well,
the
I don't know
prison
that.
system
Well,
now,
that's
yeah.
coming from a trans black man. I mean, come on. What the fuck do we
I'm
know
just
about
saying,
that?
who was there to count the slaves in the Civil War?
No, but
That's
they
the
were.
only
They
thing
were.
I'm
I
saying.
mean, in reflection of history, they were considered property, and so the property owners.
Still property.
That's what I'm saying. They kept very good records of how many.
We could go on forever and forever about how much I agree that
About 400 years.
that the current prison system is just a slavery.
It's fucked.
Right.
Slavery
Everybody's
flipped
like,
on its back.
Dude, everybody's like, America, we've got freedom. Dude, we are the most oppressed by the government, locked up motherfuckers in the world.
That's how it happens.
Not unless you're Kanye. Kanye can just say whatever the fuck he wants.
It's because he's making America great again.
Yep. And then you
Okay.
just go out on a fucking limb and say you're crazy. He just did an interview with what's his name, Big Boy or whatever, saying that he came out and he announced that he has bipolar or something like that.
Kanye.
That's his thing.
That's not a surprise.
So
That's
he's
his
saying
back.
he's saying that he was
It's
diagnosed
medical.
when he was 9 years old.
It's medical. Of
He
course.
changed his album cover after his TMZ interview went fucking sideways on him.
Slavery
that
is
would
like a
explain a
choice.
lot.
And it was like his album cover.
But the
for new
reality
album
is,
was like,
okay, I don't know about you, Tom, Steph, but we grew up, and our parents would tell us, or in Steph's case, a single parent family home, they would tell us,
Which is true.
it is
Very
okay.
true.
Well, no, you're
Not
a
for a
single
lack
family
of
too.
love, though.
You're a
Yeah.
single family too.
Yep.
But our parents would tell us, he's like, yeah, this is America. We have freedom. In Russia, they can't do this stuff that we're doing now. And in these communist countries, they can't do what we're doing now. But here we are as adults and being able to step back and look at things, and there's more Americans locked up than these other countries, man. Like, do we really have freedom when so many people are locked up for so much bullshit?
It's a business like any other.
It is a business.
Yeah.
We've got private companies in here making millions, if not billions of dollars off the prison industry.
And the taxpayers.
They get paid when there's somebody in the bed.
The taxpayers pay for it. Yeah, of course. Of course. It's a system. We already
Brandon,
know how it
who do
works.
we have next week coming on the show?
Well, the New Jersey weed man, and he actually spent over 400 days in jail for allegedly trying to tamper with this jury because he was handing out jury nullification pamphlets, I believe. And he was found not guilty on all charges. He's now running for state assembly in New Jersey, I believe.
But he had to spend 400 days in jail.
And he was found not
And
guilty.
we've got him coming on the show next week?
Yes, sir.
how is he running for anything where he's a convicted?
He's not. No, he was found not guilty. He
Okay.
spent 400 days in pre-trial. Think about this.
Oh,
You have a
okay,
right
okay.
to...
So he spent 400 days waiting,
Fighting the
Yes.
case.
fighting the case.
While
Exactly.
incarcerated.
And then he won it. And he was exonerated
And they
from all
say that's
charges.
very typical. Like when you watch all these prison shows, that's what all those guys are waiting for. They're not in prison. They're waiting. They're in jail.
I've been watching
for a
the show
waiting
on
trial.
Netflix, and it's with dude. What is the guy? The taco. He's got the big freaking chick with the sombrero and the guns on his chest tattooed. Hispanic guy. He's in all the Quentin Tarantino
Danny
movies.
Trejo.
Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo has a show on Netflix, How to Survive Prisons.
Right.
And they get into all these facts that we're talking about how many Americans are in prison, and he gets into how to deal with being in prison. And it's a very freaking interesting show. And you start watching it and you're like, holy crap, we are so screwed.
Well, I mean, and there are two things that everybody can do now that can change this. First thing that you can do is if you ever are arrested for anything, don't waive time. Exercise your right to a quick and speedy trial. If everybody did nothing but exercise...
They would jam the system if they went to
Absolutely.
trial, because 90% of the cases, probably 99% of the cases out there, go to plea bargain.
Absolutely. And, the
And
only
if
way-
everybody went to trial, it would totally lock up our legal system.
well, yeah, and the DA would have to be much more selective on which cases they prosecuted. As it is right now, they can drag it on until it's convenient for them to plea out.
Speedy trials, what, 60 days too, right?
I believe so, yes. And the other thing would be to, besides to serve on a jury. Thomas Jefferson said that it was more important to serve on a jury than it was to vote, because it wasn't the creation of the laws that was important, but the execution of them. So we all have the right to say not guilty. We as individuals in a jury have the ability to look at the facts of the case and say, no, this is absolute nonsense. The defendants are not guilty, and vote your conscience no matter what anyone else says in the jury pool.
Yeah. Where were we?
How the fuck did that start? Like,
I don't know.
Where
I
did that
know.
begin?
We got
Oh yeah, and we
the
also
whole
have Larkin
tangent right
Rose.
now.
who
Larkin
is-
Rose.
Yes.
So we have this weed dude. What's his name again?
His name's the New Jersey Weed Man, Edward
His
Fortune.
name, Tom, is New Jersey Weedman. So
He's running for state senate.
No, his real name's Edward
Edward
Fortune,
Fortune,
I believe. Yeah.
And you've actually contacted this guy, and he's coming on the show next week.
Yes, he told us that we can contact him through Skype because he's in New Jersey, but he'll be on the show.
Okay, fucking great. And then who else do we have on next week?
Larkin Rose.
Larkin Rose, who is what?
He is a philosopher, volunteerist, and author. He has several books. Got a
Where does
Volun-
anarchist
what is
come
a
into
vol-
But I
play?
was going to say he's an anarchist,
What
though,
is
right?
a volunteerist?
So volunteerism is a form of anarchy. It's somewhat like anarcho-capitalism, but it's the idea that we all come together to have voluntary interactions without any sort of aggression or threat of aggression. The only time that you use force is in self-defense, the defense of your family and whatnot. You have no need for government to enforce contracts.
I think you lost me after like the 6th or 7th word.
I was gonna say, what the hell did he just say?
You know what? Anytime you say anarchy, you know what it reminds me of? When I was in high school. When I was in high school, I had a buddy of mine who got a hold of Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh. Wow. Real quick, talk about Netflix.
You might be a little bit, but you are old enough to remember.
No, I'm well aware of the book. There's actually a documentary that's on Netflix where he talks about how he wishes that he never wrote it, which was kind of funny, ironic. But I think that Larkin, one thing that I really respect about him is that he is very articulate and well informed on the issue, and I'm sure he's going to be able to explain it in a way that's much better than I can. But I really have a lot of respect for his philosophy. And
I've been prepping some questions for him, and I want to know how he would explain how to handle things in an anarchist society.
Yes, sir.
Which, Tom, is that funny? Are we a funny show? Are we journalists, Tom?
We can be. No, we can be funny, but I think we.
Tom, I want to know: are we journalists?
Yes,
I would say yes.
We bring the news to the people.
Yep.
Amen.
Even if they don't give a fuck about what the news is, but we still bring it to them.
If companies like ABC or I don't know which one are covering our stories and reporting on it as news, that would make us a journalist, right?
I would think so.
If more people are listening to our show than most small town community newspapers nationwide, that would make us a journalist, right?
I would think so, yes.
I was just checking for legal reasons.
I also think that Citizens United would agree with you.
What is Citizens United, Brandon?
Citizens United is a case that most people condemn because it established corporate personhood. I personally appreciate the fact that it gave the individuals the same rights as mainstream media.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. What time is it? Jack, what time is it right now?
Did you talk about Kate Spade? Kate Spade.
10:28.
Oh, Kate Spade?
Kate Spade. Are we going to do this? We're going to keep going with the news?
We can go real quick. That's a real quick. That's because that's relevant right now. That's a real quick story.
Kate Spade, this morning it came out in the news that she hung herself.
Yes.
And Kate Spade, Missy, who is Kate Spade?
She's a designer.
A designer that designs what?
Is that an allegedly
clothing,
thing?
bags.
Handbags.
Yeah. Clothing. as
Mostly.
well. Mostly.
She's known for
handbags.
handbags.
Yeah. But she doesn't own the
No, she
company
sold
anymore.
it,
She
yeah.
sold it years back.
Yeah, she hasn't designed for years.
Uh-huh.
But
She actually started like a children's clothing company or something like that.
But
Can you imagine that? Because Kate Spade, even though I'm not a fashionista by any means, I know the name Kate Spade.
that was a huge shock to the community. It was.
And the thing is everybody thinks that, oh, if only I had money, all my problems would be gone.
Nope. That's.
And here is Kate Spade. How old was Kate Spade? Does anybody know?
55?
55. And whatever, I'm sure money was not one of her problems.
Nope.
She had deeper seated issues.
There had to have been.
Money would cure my problems.
I think right now, legally, they would cure mine too.
Hey, money cures a lot of problems, and money can buy happiness, but it doesn't mean that if you have money, you're going to be happy. Although
I
I
agree.
think that all of us in this room would be a lot happier if we had more money.
I don't know. If I won $100 million tomorrow, I'd be fucking happy.
Hell yeah.
Who would you pay off with that?
Nobody.
Okay, just making sure.
Nobody.
But Kate Spade, you know, it's almost a
Yeah,
household.
CYA, you know,
It's a household name,
I
Kate
handled
Spade, in fashion and design for women's purses and.
I own 4 of her bags. I think 3 or 4 pairs of sunglasses, shoes.
Even dishware.
And
mean,
and
she
I
had-
believe that it came out, and one of the facts that has been mentioned is that she hung herself.
Yeah.
With a scarf.
With the scarf. So
Was it a
From what I
Kate Spade
heard,
scarf or
is when they do with the scarf.
was it a Louis
is from What
Vuitton?
I've heard is where they attach it to like a doorknob.
a doorknob?
Yeah. That's
How?
what I hear.
Who can
Okay,
hang
okay,
themselves
well,
off a
no,
off a
they
doorknob
can
beside
happen.
Missy?
If you're short enough, yeah.
They just like tie it and it's like just choking.
They use it
themselves
for
out.
auto.
Autoerotic
But that's something that's always
Thank you.
that's
But
something
that
couldn't
was
get it
not
out.
what this was because she did write a suicide.
She did write a
to her
suicide.
daughter, telling her daughter that it wasn't her fault.
But to do it like that, that's commitment, though. Because
Yeah,
do it
it
from
is.
if you tie it to a doorknob, you got to take.
Well, wasn't Robin Williams off a doorknob too?
They said he did it the same way.
Yeah.
Did he design any cool handbags?
No.
And Erin said her husband was home, so it happened while her husband was in the house.
Wow. So he's like downstairs watching the football game, and
Yeah, that's
How
terrible.
guilty would you feel?
Yeah, that's terrible. Terribly sad.
Now I'm gonna have to knock on the door every time Missy takes a shower, just to make sure. I care for you,
he
boo.
loves you.
Let's do a face
I'm
off.
sorry. I would. Let me get lipstick on me.
Leave me alone.
Oh man, Keegan did that to me. He'd be hurting.
Oh, don't give her any ammo. Come on.
I'm sorry. We have rules.
so
Don't touch the makeup.
What are you wearing, Jake?
Oh, fucking white shirt with Mickey Mouse and a hat and jeans.
Ooh, sexy.
You two motherfuckers are gonna get cut.
He's not coming home tonight, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Brandon, what were you saying?
I couldn't help it.
I mean, mental health issues is definitely very important, and it's a lot of times people look back in hindsight and say, "Oh, you know, had I looked at the signs and stuff like that." Like, I think a lot of what we can do to combat that is just to be a friend, you know, and not be divisive and not be segregated.
Don't be judgmental.
Yes, don't be judgmental. You know, like people are gonna have conflicts, and you know, we'll come back and we'll hug it out and whatnot. But
There is nowhere near enough emphasis in this country anymore on mental health.
No,
not at all.
Not at all.
But I mean, like, that's where I think that we need to come together as a community to kind of address these things, because you know, a lot of times people will say it's a selfish thing, and really it's not, because an individual may be going through so much pain that, you know, who are we to force them to continue living in that pain, you know? But sometimes we as friends can take some of that away. And you have people like Dr. Kevorkian, that was his entire practice, was helping people not be in pain anymore.
End it, yeah.
Also, well,
Didn't they just pass a law that said that is now legal?
Not here. I don't
not
think.
here, not yet.
Not here.
Really? I'm almost positive. I read somewhere recently where they were changing laws in the states
I know they're
concerning
trying to.
people being able to.
Well, do you think it should be, Steph?
I think it's a personal choice.
I agree.
I think there's people that-
if it's my time to go and that's my thing, it's my choice, it's my life, that I should be able to get a little help. Why not?
And I think especially for people that are critically ill, that they have, they've got incurable
Terminally
diseases.
ill.
Yeah,
I
if
think
they're
it should be a
terminal-
free
yeah.
service, though.
Like terminally ill, and the doctor says you have a month left, and you're totally crashing anyways, and you're miserable pain, and you're in and out of consciousness. You think that those people should be able to say, okay,
Enough.
enough is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me just end this, because I can't handle the pain anymore.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for the families to understand that this is a very personal and individual choice, and it's not necessarily a reflection on them. I mean, I know there are stories of people that blame this, that, and the other, but I mean, really, I think it's more selfish to expect someone to suffer through that kind of thing than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with suffering. I mean,
No, especially when the person can't make the choice. If they can't make the choice from themselves, even the families aren't allowed to do it. The families can't make the choice.
Well, I'm making the choice officially right now.
You can,
Do not
however, have a
resuscitate-
living will.
do not resuscitate Steph.
Pull that shit.
But
I'm out of here. It's my time.
Going back to mental illness, the other thing I think it's really important to think about, especially talking about community and stuff like that, is that a lot of times it is a legitimate chemical imbalance, and people have no control over it.
Yep.
And that's, I think, something that people forget, and they just say, oh, you just got to brush it off or get up or walk or whatnot.
think-
But it's a chemical thing a lot of the time. It's hard to just brush it off.
I think what's helped a lot of emphasis in the country too is when a lot of the like you get the A-list celebrities that come forward, like what's Michael Douglas's wife there? I don't know.
Catherine Zeta.
Yeah, she was a big one that came forward with the bipolar and did a whole thing on it, and nobody knew for years, and she hid it because she didn't want people to think she was crazy. Mm-hmm. But I think when people come forward and the more emphasis that gets put on it, because it went away. There used to be a ton of help for people that had mental health issues, and there just isn't anymore. And a lot of people just ignore it. So I don't know.
On that note.
On that happy note.
Shit.
Dude, this show just got so deep into stuff that's like way beyond the Disney pay grade.
Oh. I remember those days, though. I remember those days.
Go and join Watch Jack Lose, the new Facebook group where you and the SC community can get healthy. And donate to the LDF.
That's what we're going with?
Brandon, how can we talk about, for the people who are listening, for the first time, because obviously we're involved in a legal battle. Can you recap that in a not monotone voice?
In a non-monotone voice, sure. Let's see if I can get some emotion.
See, I talk to Brandon on the phone all the time. And when I talk to him on the phone, he's not monotone. But when he gets an audience, he talks like this. Yeah, there was an issue with him.
I mean, it's hard because I'm talking about legal things, But
you can't be monotone when you're doing it.
All right,
that's where you lose me.
What he means is you can't be boring.
Okay. Well, it was interesting
Taco
because the judge seemed somewhat. I really don't want to comment on the judge. Let's just say that I was somewhat disappointed in the outcome of the case. I personally felt that, of course, me, I'm a big arguer, so I like.
Where are we in the case?
I think that there's some decisions that need to be made. There are people that make.
Have we gone to trial yet?
Oh no, there's going to be another year or two before trial.
No, you're not doing this right. What Jake's trying to get Brandon to say is that the case was not dismissed, and it will be going to trial, and there will be a lot
potentially
going.
May not go to trial.
Going to trial, but whether it is or not, there are still a lot of legal fees that our friends are facing, and unfortunately, nobody can afford to take care of it all on their own. So we really, really, really appreciate any help that we can get with the Legal Defense Fund, helping the people in this community with their legal fees.
Can you sing that song again about the children and the animals? Because I feel like it was necessary.
So anybody that wants to help us out with our Legal Defense Fund, Brandon, where can they send money? Big money.
You can go to our website at www.tsccldf.org. Just think of the Social Club Community Legal Defense Fund.org.
Community, inclusive of everyone.
Inclusive of everyone.
It's not just a station where few are welcome. It's a community where everyone is welcome.
Choo choo.
That sounded like some Heaven's Gate shit.
Put on your Nikes, man. We're hopping a ride on Hail Bop Comet, baby.
I will not be drinking that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't. It's 10:38. We've been doing this show for 2 hours and 38 minutes, right, Jack? We did start on time. We're done. This is over. We can wrap this. We're done.
Well, one more thing.
Yes, go ahead.
One technical mistake today.
Say that again.
Not one technical mistake today.
That's not true. We started off with the beginning with your mic muted.
I'm pretty sure you.
Okay, let me rephrase that. None on my side.
Not on your side. I did screw.
No,
it
your
up a little
mute
bit
was off. Your mic was off.
Mute.
That was not my fault. I was given a mic and was not told it was not
off.
on.
I think we still have Eddie on the phone somewhere.
No, he hung up.
Did he? Okay,
I don't know
okay,
at what
everybody.
point, but he hung up.
Radio Underland, having fun. We'll see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Night all.
Why don't people understand my intention? I see tubes and pots and pans.